Hey, Juan, have you seen Kiki's stream recently?
No.
You should check it out.
I know I pop in every once in a while, but I haven't really sat in and watched.
You should take a peek whenever she gets live.
Why? What happens?
You should take a peek whenever she gets live.
So are we going into the Nether right now?
Yeah, we're gonna be working on getting you the pieces. I haven't been able to Photoshop the zombie, so that build is on hold right now. I don't have enough.
Is there any specific iron pickaxes are okay or?
I think for iron, I think you can as long as you have iron, you
Okay.
should be able to pick up the ancient debris. I'm not sure if it's like a higher class and you need diamond.
I mean, you can pick up pretty much everything with iron.
Yeah, but this is a it's like a special nether thing, and I'm not sure if it's like a high like.
So
Yes,
should
you
I
need
bring a diamond
diamonds.
pickaxe just in case?
Huh?
You
Should I
need
bring a diamond
diamond.
pickaxe just
Okay,
in
yeah,
case?
you need diamond, yeah.
Okay. I will make a diamond pickaxe.
Do you have snow, Kiki?
Not yet. I also don't know if we're really going to get any. Mm, I think we're too far left of the mountains.
So, uh, KK, my sister, has snow, and my nieces were all throwing snowballs.
You got that much now?
Well, it's like enough to where you can like scrape it up off the ground and form one, so it'd be like
Mm-hmm.
like a dirty snowball. But yeah,
Okay.
it's just wet here.
Yeah, that's all it is here right now. But it's supposed. It's been like we had like border temperature of freezing, so it's been raining and snowing at the same time. But I think now it's supposed to get below actually freezing, so it's supposed to. If it does start snowing, it will be snowing now and throughout the night and into tomorrow.
Ancient debris. I found one.
Hey, first one.
I think it's the first. Like we were doing this for like a couple months, and I found not one piece.
Yeah, isn't that why you started just cleaning out the front part of it,
Well,
making it look nice?
I can't remember why I started that, but yeah, I continued it because blowing up stuff was like I didn't want to do that anymore. And then like the other parts looked too ugly, so I was compelled.
The blowing it up is the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. But, and then I'm like, man, it's not fun
It's fun, then it's not fun.
anymore. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. Oh. I found a cluster
Yeah.
of 3 ancient debris.
Are you blowing up all the beds that I set?
I am just mining.
Oh, okay.
It's probably gonna give me motion sickness, but um, uh, it's kind of dark, so maybe not. I don't know. I have. This is the best luck I've ever had with ancient debris since we started this whole thing.
Pretty impressive that your luck is that bad.
No. I felt so bad. I'm like, I got these people down in these tunnels for all this time doing all the work, and I'm not finding not one.
That's very convenient, actually. Very convenient.
Alright, I'll go into the. I'll join you in the Nether, I suppose.
Yes. So, I'm not sure. Did you want to like help with the blowing up the beds and stuff? Because in order to do that, we need beds. So, we have like a supply of wood, but we need to go into the.
Wool.
Yeah, and there's a one of the barns is like jam packed full of sheep.
That's cool.
So you just need to walk in there and just start shearing like crazy to get, and then put the wood with the beds, and then we got a supply of that, and then you can start blowing up beds too, or you can mine like me if you don't want to do all that. But
already-
eventually we'll need some more beds because Signature's
Alright.
blowing up beds.
I'll start getting practice on mining, and then I'll do the sheep.
Bum, 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 bum. There we go.
What was I doing? I was doing
I
stuff.
don't know. My music is still too loud.
I was doing stuff and things. You know, the usual.
There we go.
The Signature.
Now it's too quiet for the.
How's your non-Texas usual weather day?
I mean, been alright, I guess. I've been doing.
There we go.
I've just been on the computer and doing some kind of work. So
Was your job shut down?
yeah, we ain't nobody doing nothing right now.
Yeah. I thought it would have been like fun, but I don't know. It's like I'm like, cool, the power's not out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to go to work, but I'm like, this was one of the days where I have to do overtime. And I'm like, my only other day that I can do that is tomorrow.
And it's still gonna be cold tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm like, if work is still shut down, then that just, oh well.
Just enjoy it. Don't think about it too much. Just embrace the chaos. Be one.
Remember,
with it.
some people don't ever get any time off.
Yeah.
That
Like
was
me.
me during like the very beginning of the pandemic. I was like, cool, I'll have a couple of weeks off, and then it turned into like a year. I was like, wait, what's happening?
Oh, I don't ever get time off because grocery stores don't close.
Yep.
Because people need food.
Yep.
Turns out you need to eat all of the time.
Yeah.
That's a myth. It just depends on how far you want to go.
You gotta apparently eat all the time, so they can afford to close the grocery stores.
Oh, do we have any torches? I need like temporary lighting.
Then and still.
You know what? Why didn't-
Fire charges.
You know, flint and steel is a great idea. Because I'm going to end up using flint and steel anyway.
And there ain't nothing else you can do with flint anyway, so might as well. Actually, can you do anything else with besides flint and steel?
Steel and flint.
Okay, besides flint and steel and flint, is there actually anything else you can do with it?
You can take up space in your inventory.
That's true. Any actual useful uses?
You can play basketball with it into lava.
Hey. Bet you won't slam dunk though.
Ooh. I take that bet.
See, then Kiki will make like some fireproof potions, and if you're like, look, you can slam dunk, no problem.
I don't need fire potions. I think I have fire prot on my netherite. Because this was the one I made the first time we played. When we were first doing it. Yeah, I have fire prot on it. What is fire prot 4? Yeah. I can just slam dunk it right now and be fine.
He's ahead of the game.
Yeah, I gotta redo the enchantments on my armor anyways.
I need food.
I can't help you with that
I'm
one.
gonna go grab me a couple stacks of watermelon. the last meat.
Why are you using the watermelon?
Huh?
Why you keep eating the watermelon?
Because it was overflowing.
No, we fixed that by you learning that you can turn it back into a whole melon,
But it was.
and it doesn't overflow no more now.
Wait, it's all condensed?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know when I did it. Probably when I was running around. I don't know. Who knows? I do stuff.
Okay, because I was like, I'm gonna make sure it's not a problem.
Oh, when I was getting rich, that's when I did it.
Cause yeah, I was like, this is a problem. I took like a couple handfuls.
And then I became rich, and it's fine now.
Okay. Well then, what am I gonna eat now? Who's not sleeping?
I'm in the nether.
Me, because I apparently don't know where my bed is.
Bed should be in pocket.
What did we do last stream?
Tour?
We went to go play with the warden. That's why.
Oh. Is your bed near the warden?
Nah, my bed's not in my inventory. My bed's wherever I stuck all my stuff at.
Oh yeah, okay.
And apparently, I thought it was only important to grab the the tools and my armor. Oh, there goes my bed. Yep, right where I left it at. I'm sleeping on the stairs. I'm trying to convince my friend to bring her kid to work tomorrow. Because they already canceled school for tomorrow. And she's all like, I don't know if I can come to work. And I'm like, just bring your kid to work. And now
is there a nursery there or something?
Nope.
What? How would that work?
She just can't, doesn't have nobody to watch her kid. So I'm just like, just bring your kid to work tomorrow. That's all. That fixes the problem right there.
Would you just walk around the store all day?
Actually, she'll just stay in the back room because that's what she does 90% of the time anyways. And I'm like, here, like bring your kid, and then you never know. Maybe you'll actually get more tips if you have the kid. But she's all like, no, I'm afraid that you're just gonna sit there and play her Switch games with her. I was like, I mean, I'll keep her entertained. That's not probably too far off what I had in mind.
I can't wait till we get the Switch set up. I already got an Elgato capture.
I don't know if I can even technically set mine up because I think I use the Elgato capture card that I'm supposed to use for catching the sound on the Switch. I think I use it for one of my capturing the sounds on one of my audio settings for my mixer on my computer. So I don't know how we even capture the Switch sounds.
What kind of capture card do you have?
Ooh, what is this thing? Hold up, it's a Samsung.
You okay?
Having trouble over there?
HD60S. I had to pick it up and there was something on there.
Oh.
External. It's external one.
Oh, I think I have like the non-60, and then I think I have a 60 also. Or I have a. Wait. Do I have 3? I know I have the card that goes actually into the computer. That might be the 60 one that I have. I don't think I have like it's little rat like a flat egg kind of shaped one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I have that one or not.
Okay, first one is done, I think.
The first.
Uh,
little section.
The floor, the nether, I think.
I bought it during something. I don't remember. It was during probably Black Friday when I always buy upgrade pieces.
Yeah.
And then it sat in my room for a year. And then I put it together. Then it was together for like 6 months. And then I had to take it apart. That's how much use I've gotten out of it. And now I use it as, let me see, I think I use it as sound capture for, which one? I use it for sound capture for sound alerts through my Biku bot that is used for channel point rewards.
Wait, how?
Don't ask me. It just says the line that I'm using is my Elgato sound capture card. How is it using it? I don't know. I don't know this tech stuff. I just put it together, and if it works, it works. How it works, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, because I
But
thought
it
it was
works.
like video and sound come in through a port, and then it goes out through USB into a computer.
Don't ask me, because even the better question is not even hooked up to my computer, so I don't know how it's doing it.
That is very magical.
Yeah, I have it hooked up to my Switch and my TV, but I don't have it hooked up to my computer, so
I think it's a.
I don't know how it's doing it.
I think it's a virtual sound device. It's like some kind of virtual channel, like the banana stuff is, and then
Mhm, mhm.
it's just software. I don't think the hardware.
Actually, I have potato. I don't have banana. I have upgraded to potato,
You know
so I can have
my
5.
Oh my god, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I was
Every
using banana
time.
before.
Time. I don't remember what it's called, so I
Voice
call
meter
it banana.
banana.
Yes.
Voice meter banana, voice meter potato, and then I think there's one above, which I might have to go to that one because I've already used all 5 of the all 5 outlets I have, and I'm like, I don't think I have enough still.
Voice meter
And more
Ultron.
outlets. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, so I might have to upgrade to the next one now that I know I can just write it off as a business something.
Yes, business expenses. Yay.
Oh yeah, I wrote that off as business. I wrote off buying all the extra outlets too. When I paid, I was like, "Oh, this is just going under business expense."
Speaking of business expense, you haven't talked about your cakes in a while.
Do you see the price of eggs?
I heard about it.
A carton of eggs here is an 18 count is $8. No, I mean I only make them now if anybody asks me. I don't really go out promoting it really no more.
What happened to the restaurant thing?
Did I never tell you that?
No,
Restaurants
that's
are
what I'm
super
asking.
expensive.
Oh no, what happened?
They very, in a not very nice business way, told me that the cakes weren't selling, and I got really depressed for about a week. And they told me they didn't want them anymore.
Aw.
They weren't selling as good as they were when we first started, and they told me in a very not nice business way, and it really made me upset. Like I can understand, but it was just the way that they told me. It really kind of made me really upset.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and that was back in I think what is it? September, October, November's sweet potatoes. So it was back in October because they told me that they were gonna come back and ask about sweet potato pies, but they never did, and I haven't talked to them since.
Well, at least you had your first business deal.
Yeah, I'm happy for the experience. I'm just upset that it was
It was that way.
I mean, it's more like I said, I understand because like it's not like cakes aren't for everybody. It was just more the fact of how they explained it to me that it wasn't doing as good, which made me upset.
Well, it does. So, yes, clients can be not so great. But you getting your first client and like it going well at first, like that's awesome. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as far as like keeping, I guess keeping a product alive, that's always difficult. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like that's why retail switch like changes their stuff around every 3 months.
Yeah, I thought it was helping me because every week I was giving them a different flavor, and I don't even think I had like rotated through all the flavors I knew how to make before they like it stopped being something that was not setting as good as it was like the first time.
Oh, so do you think it was like flavors didn't catch on, or
I don't really know, honestly. They were just it was just like long story short, the biggest thing that was just it wasn't selling as good as when we first started.
I wonder if it was like a like maybe it changed too quick, and like if the
Mm-hmm.
same flavor was there, then they would have like latched onto it. Cause like that's some businesses like we just sell plain all the time forever, and people just keep loving it. And then there's other things where it's like we had a good product for like 2.5 months, and then nobody bought another one, and it's like we maybe should have had another flavor. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious how it would have played out, because like would have plain would have been like the thing that just lasted forever. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Like I don't know, like I was making like whatever flavors I wanted to, and then if they had like requested me to make another flavor, like I had already made, then I would make it again for like that week and stuff. But
Hmm.
other than that, I don't know how, like you said, it would have exactly played out if we would have just stuck with maybe one flavor instead of like rotating every single week or what.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So now you have some business experience. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Is it dark yet? No. Okay. I'm watching my fish cook because if I walk away, it's gonna stop cooking.
Yeah, that's how that logic works.
Well, yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, it's render distance.
How far are you about to walk away from it?
I think it's like a couple chunks. If I walk a couple chunks away, it'll stop. It'll stop cooking.
Where are you going? Is my question.
I was gonna go back and start working again in the Nether, but
Oh, that's what you mean. I'm like,
yeah, so
sheesh, were you you just gonna leave it?
I was because I'm just standing here. There's nothing near the furnace that I could do.
That's what you mean. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, you just gonna go off?
I just realized I was muted this whole time. I've been
That
talking
was
to
my
myself.
next question was about to be
Yeah.
after I got done talking with Talk. I'm like, man, I haven't heard signature in a while.
I've been having these whole conversations with
I
myself.
was like, I was like, you could have jumped in.
I was like, man. I
Well,
was like, they really don't like me today.
it's so rude. um, what were you saying earlier?
I don't even know anymore. I just said so much. I don't. What was the last thing that y'all remember me saying? Was it the work
Oh,
thing?
yes.
Okay. All right. That went through. I don't even know.
Cake stuff?
Yeah. Who are these people? Let's go punch them in the knees. I got your back.
Ah.
I will fly over there and I'll be the worst customer ever.
But yeah,
Where are the cakes?
that's
I came here for the
Yeah,
cakes.
I heard there was world famous cakes and cookies, and I don't see any. Back in Texas, we are promised two things. That's cakes and
Don't mess with Texas cakes.
yeah, but I'm probably gonna just like start making some and just take to work because I have a whole bunch of ingredients that I bought when I was stockpiling them when they were on sale, and I don't know what to do with them, and so
Have you thought
uh,
about doing like a cooking stream or?
Yeah.
I kind of
Yeah.
suggested that a long time ago.
Yeah. It's been one of those things that I haven't offered as a reward either for like when I do like charity stream stuff because I know if I do, people will probably really want it. But I have yet to work up the courage to want to offer that as a
Oh
reward.
my god! I would immediately.
Yeah.
Why don't maybe you don't have to do a cooking stream? What if you just like record it one day? Just if you're already baking it, just go ahead and just record yourself and then be like, I don't know. Here's a video I
like,
did
you
of
don't
me
have to stream
cooking.
it. Just make like a video.
I already said that.
True. Taco's already sent me a link of how somebody like does there, and it would work probably just fine how I do it, and I just haven't done it.
I mean, if you don't want to do it, I mean, you don't have to do it.
I know
but-
that's why I stopped talking about it.
Or you don't have to record yourself making them, but then just like after everything's done baking, be like, oh yeah, look at all these delicious cakes and cookies that I got, and then you just go throw them at people.
I mean, it's not like it's. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like I don't want to not do it. I just I don't know how to explain it.
So
It would be a
basically,
hassle.
Well, no, it hasn't clicked yet. Like certain things have
Ah.
to click. Like for me making short videos, I was in the same boat. I'm like, you know what, that would be kind of cool. I just don't. It hasn't clicked yet. And then Kiki did it for a year, and then all of a sudden it clicked. So
I found this weird ore. I don't know. I'm using a diamond on it, but I don't know if.
is
Wait,
it
what
like-
does it have like spirals?
Yeah. I was about to say-
That's the netherite.
Let me see. I am
Ancient
here.
debris.
Hey, you found some. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Man.
Do I need diamond for it or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's
Oh.
like, yes.
Oh wait. The other thing is that I found two ancient debris as well, on
Nice.
accident.
So what was it? 32 or
32 plus. We had 3 leftover bars from we made my armor, and two scraps. So we're kind of ahead of the game.
okay? So 5. So 27 more.
Possibly.
And then I found 3, and he found 1. So 23 more.
You found Juan.
I found
One.
2 more, or 1. I have 2 now.
Okay. So we need 3. We should
Oh,
have-
and we haven't.
Hmm?
We haven't even started blowing up the beds either. There's just a bunch of beds that are primed.
I'm slowly doing it.
Ah!
Oh. Locked and loaded.
Yeah, because I have one more bed to load up, and I've been kind of like cleaning up and setting up the things as I'm priming the beds. That's what I was doing last stream. So once I lay this last bed in this last area, I'm going back and blowing everything
What
up.
the hell are these guys
You
doing?
alright, Taco?
I don't know what's up with the piglins today,
Mhm.
but I was walking down the nether stairs, and like all of a sudden this flaming body just started running up the stairs, and I'm like, ah!
Oh.
And then it cooled down. I'm like, oh, it's a piglin. Oh, that was dumb. Why did it step in fire? And then I get to the bottom of the stairs, and another one just walks into the fire and dies. And I'm like, and another one just
It's-
walked into the fire and died. Okay.
It's interesting to think the fact that the piglins are not fire resistant, but the zombie piglins are.
Yeah, it does. Well,
But they got to get bacon somehow in the nether.
It's called hoglins. The hoglins give you the bacon.
But there's a difference.
I don't even think. Yeah, the
have
hoglins
you
are the
not
ones
come
that walk
across
on
a
all
hoglin?
4.
you haven't come
I can go
across a
take you to
hoglin?
go cross one real quickly.
Oh, mine's just been blown.
You haven't seen a hoglin?
I'll make sure he has fire res, and he's not close. Well, and he's close to the edge of a cliff.
No.
He has to get the full experience.
I mean, can I kill it?
Yeah,
you
if
can
it doesn't get you first.
try. I was like, you can try.
I mean, how
You
tough
can certainly go for it.
Okay.
how
so-
tough are these things?
So, imagine a wild boar that's very annoying.
So they're pretty easy to kill then. Is what you're saying?
The thing is, yeah, they are kind of easy to kill. It's just the fact you have to worry about where it launches you.
Oh, what if I just sit on a tree and shoot it with an arrow?
Oh, then yeah, you'll kill it that way.
Alright then.
You just gotta make sure you're by the right tree.
And you're not near the edge with the lava.
And I just build a big old sniper stand and then just be like,
Yeah, I must say, as long as it doesn't reach you, you're fine. It's
I mean,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, you
This
gotta
seems-
build. You gotta build infrastructure to come across one. But if
I
you're
mean-
like, hey, they changed the Nether, and they added some cool stuff. Let's go look. And you're like, is that a wild boar? Poof, ah!
in animes, in a lot of animes, they have to build a giant Gundam to fight things. So, kind of like the same thing, right?
Minecraft, but it's anime.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
And a Minecraft.
But yeah, Hoglins is where you get the bacon, and
Ah!
it's a problem. You okay?
Did you come across one?
No, I tried to drink the potion and accidentally activated the bed instead.
Nice one.
Some things never change.
So true.
Oh, wine. You
Yes.
said you did one.
Did one what?
One of the. You said you think you did one.
What?
Which? You need a helmet.
I
Oh,
have
this is the
one.
one?
Do you
Talking
want?
about.
This is the one you did.
Yeah, I've done two.
Oh, he means
I
that.
did
I'm
this
like,
one and this one. This is I'm working on my third one. Right now.
Okay.
Ah,
What is happening?
Fine.
We're in the Nether.
I'm just going swimming. Don't mind me.
I just keep getting scared.
Yeah. There we go. You don't have flint and steel, do you?
I don't.
Okay.
I thought you were getting the
There's,
taco.
There's flint and steel in the chest over here.
Oh,
Y'all need it?
and the chest that's down by the Nether.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Juan,
The
you can
front?
go ahead and grab that so you can see. Like, oh, actually, yeah, you're
I'll-
in RTX 2, so it's kind of hard to see. So go ahead and grab a flint and steel, and then
Here,
like,
I'll bring it to y'all. I'll bring it to
yeah,
y'all.
and then just like
I'm by the chest.
light one of the corners on fire so you can see.
Pew, pew, pew.
But yeah,
That's cute.
Ziggy
Ah.
is gonna bring you up. Wait, why is this not?
Oh, crap.
Hey.
Oh,
I don't
have we
have-
been to a bastion yet?
No.
Okay.
Let's go.
Ah, I used the wrong. I used the wrong pickaxe to break the glass.
There is.
Ooh, you just stepped over the hole. There we go.
Yeah. Here you go, Juan.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem. Yeah. I love being fireproof.
Do you make the
Hmm?
fire blue?
Oh, so you need soul sand under it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just digging a tunnel and I just came across ancient debris. I don't even think I was even at the right level.
How
was just
come
there.
ancient debris is like so easy to find now?
Ooh,
It's on here.
And I wouldn't say it's easy to find.
I found like 3 pieces in like the first 10 minutes.
Maybe you're just lucky today. Because there was
Yeah,
there was
lucky.
that one day when we first started that I was all like, oh man, I found a whole bunch, and then the next day I didn't find any, and then I found a couple the day after that. Just it's like a box of chocolates.
For 2 months you don't get anything, and then all of a sudden you get one.
Bam, diabetes.
Do y'all ever use Google, any assistants like Google Assistant or
No.
Not really.
Siri?
Google Assistant. What do you mean? Google.
Like like Alexa, we're like, hey Alexa,
Do this.
Oh, hey
keep,
Google. Yeah, I use it all the time.
keep listening to me.
Um, I don't like when they update certain things and it becomes less convenient because
Oh, like Microsoft?
oh my god, they've like neutered Cortana. Like
No.
You don't use her no more?
no, you can't use her the way that you used to be able to. Like, I don't know if she can tell jokes anymore. I have to unbury my laptop to like set up the other. I don't want my main computer to be like Alexa capable. So I have like the laptop that I like say random stream stuff to. It'd be tied to a secondary account that's not like tied to any of my stuff.
Shit, next time you get the chance, just be like, hey Cortana, are you still useful? See what she says.
You know,
Dang.
you know what? I'm writing that down so I can remember. Because I'm very curious to know what the answer is. Or what the response is, rather.
If you ask my creators, yes. If you ask the internet, no.
Because we used to ask her like how she's doing, and on random days she'd be like, "Yar, it's Pirate Day," and I'm like, "What?" She'd be like, "Yay, mateys," and blah blah blah. And we're like, okay. And I
They
doubt,
just
yeah,
Oh, go
I doubt that she still does that. So I'm like,
they just took all the fun out of her.
yeah, like she used to sing. Like I have a clip of like. I was like, sing me a song, and then she just goes into this Broadway song, and I'm like, holy crap.
I remember that.
Yeah. And then she used to be able to read email. So I used to be like, hey, read. Like I used to like type an email of stuff I wanted her to say. So like for some of the people who entered the stream, it'd be like, hey, welcome back, so and so. And I'm like, I would write those names phonetically in an email. So then I could just hit record when she responds and reads it, and then I can take those audio clips and like create the clip I actually want her to say.
That's first of all, that's brilliant. That is a really good idea.
But now I'm like, the only way I can get her to read an email is through my phone. They got rid of it on the computer.
Good God, Microsoft, get your shit together.
I think this is the Bastion. Hold up.
Oh god.
Hold up. Why is Soul Sand not a full block?
It's not?
No, Soul Sand is not a full block.
Oh, actually, there's two types of soul sand.
Soul Sand is not a full block. Long story short.
What's the other? There's two soul blocks. There's like soul sand and
Soul Soil.
Ah.
I don't think either one of them are full blocks.
What about Soul Sister?
Yeah, that's probably a full block, full soul block.
But yeah. So one of the things that I hate that they did with actually Google Assistant, I'm like, I would expect the Alexas and the Google Assistants of the world to still like be developing new features, but I can tell my phone, I'm like, blah, assistant, set an alarm for this time, and I'm like doing something else at the time, and I flub up the time, and I'm like AM PM, I mean, and it's like set for wrong time, and I'm like, assistant, change the time to, and I say the proper time, and they're like, you can do that in the app, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I can do this whole process in the app myself. You're supposed to be assisting me. You're supposed to do it.
They're like, nah, man, I'm out.
Yeah,
do it
I'm
yourself.
like,
Specifically made, do it yourself.
Quiet quitting has become so popular, even the little apps are doing it.
It's called the new one. I think it's called what is it? Not Quiet Quitting, but Rage Applying. I think is the new one thing out now.
Yeah, where you just like apply to waste people's time.
You apply the jobs to.
Oh. Yeah, because I've read that younger generation won't even apply to jobs that don't show their like pay, I guess. So now
Yep.
they're just applying. People are just applying just to apply, and then just to waste people's times. I guess I don't know. It's
Hey, I'm all for it.
Oh, I
I'm all for it.
thought rage applying would be like something stupid happens at work, and then you go put an application somewhere else.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what it is.
yeah. Rage applying is applying at a different job because they're not paying you enough.
Like, can I
I'm
have a
all for it.
raise? They're like, no. You know what?
Like for the people that always preach that, like, oh, you know, the economy will correct itself, and then blah blah blah, all of this other stuff. And I was like, all right, well, if a business can survive with no employees, then you know, good us to them. But if you're not paying people what they're worth, then let's see how far it goes.
Oh yeah, trust me, we're at that point in my job where we treat management however we feel like it because there's not enough. They can't keep nobody, and
Yeah.
there's nothing they can do to us because if they make us, if they fire us, the place is gonna go down so fast. So they can't do anything to us. So we don't give a care what we do.
I mean, yeah. The free market will take care of itself, right? That's what I've always heard. Well, the free market is demanding that you
found
start
some
paying
more-
people more.
ancient debris.
Nice. How many?
Yeah.
Here's 2, but I have already 2.
Okay, so you got. What was the base number? Signature, you said we had 2 scraps, 1 bar,
3 bars.
3 bars. So it's 5.
Rebarb.
3 barb.
5 minus 32 is 27. So we start at 27. I only have 3. You have 4. So we need 20 more.
I have one. That
Okay,
I
we
found
need
one.
19 more.
I just found.
I
3
dug
more.
into a bastion.
16 more. Man,
It was
if we
a
find
very
a
bad
whole set of freaking ancient debris in one stream, what the
Pretty
hell?
impressive. Oh, I do not have fire resistance on, and I just jumped into this fire.
Like, huh, it's a little warmer than normal. Ooh, this is a problem.
Is it just me, or am I dying?
I think it's just you. It's totally not. You're not dying.
All right, cool. This watermelon's keeping me cool enough. What if all you needed in real life to resist fire was just having a piece of watermelon in your pocket? And like that, and
Watermelon
that's,
would never be in stock.
but that's the trick though. Like you can't just have mushed up watermelon. It has to be like a solid piece of watermelon that isn't crushed up, and then you're fire resistant.
They would find some way to make sure it's not crushed up at all, or it can't get crushed up.
Like, do you put it in a container or something?
No, because that has to be touching you.
So, I don't like watermelon, so
Wait, do you really not like watermelon?
it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I might be allergic to melon, too.
I'm starting to get concerned because last time you said you were allergic to bananas. Now you're saying you're allergic to watermelons. What's gonna be next? I'm like, oh man, I can't eat berries. Berries make me gassy.
Yeah, I'm with Signature on this one.
Berries are fine as far as I know. Certain nuts are like kind of heartburning, but
Oh man.
like just straight up walnut. This is weird because it's like if it's a straight up walnut, I'm like, this is not fun. And then you put like some walnuts and peanuts and cashews, and I'm like, okay, I'm good.
I'm starting to think you have like a mental block.
You just ain't trying hard enough.
Yeah. Just keep eating them until you ain't sick no more.
I'm tired, Grandpa. It's too dang bad.
This food makes me sick. I don't care. Eat it.
Dying over here. You ain't dead yet though. Keep going.
Basically.
It's like that with tomatoes too.
Oh,
Like diced
You don't like
tomatoes.
tomatoes either?
Like if you give me like a like a nice slimy slice of a tomato, I'm like, but if you like dice it up and put it in something else, then I'm fine.
Wait, does it give you heartburn, or do you just not like it?
I will barf if I eat a slice of a tomato and not anything else.
What?
See,
Tomatoes
for
are
me-
so good.
I love tomatoes, but
my grandma and my sister, they used to like get just whole tomatoes and some salt and just sprinkle a little bit on, just be like, "How?" And I'm like,
Oh,
I
that's
want to
what
try.
I'm talking about.
I would try, and I'm like, y'all can have the rest of this. I'm gonna go in the bathroom and die.
see, I love tomatoes too, but for some reason, and it's been lately that I can't have tomatoes in my burgers for whatever reason. But
Wait,
tomatoes
does it-
by themselves are awesome. But
does
for
it give you
whatever reason-
heartburn?
No, it's just like the texture. I don't know. It just feels weird. Like whenever
Okay.
I bite into a burger and it has tomato in it, it's just like I don't like this for whatever reason. But like by itself, awesome.
I'm the exact opposite. Like burger with tomatoes, cool. Something with tomatoes, cool. Here's a slice of tomato, nothing.
Man, so you're telling me you don't like caprese salads?
No.
Probably not, because I don't like a bunch of cold vegetables.
It's,
I don't like tomatoes either, really.
a caprese salad is just mozzarella cheese and tomatoes with
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
yeah,
It's so upsetting because it looks really good, but I don't like tomatoes like that either.
so good. I can't think of anything that I genuinely dislike.
Mayo. I hate mayo with passion.
Oh man,
Ooh.
pretty good.
Horseradish?
Nah, I like
Horseradish.
horseradish.
I don't have it that often to be like, I like this. So like every once in a while, I'll be like, okay, that's fine.
I mean, well, like if you eat sushi, it's just that's what the wasabi is that they give you. It's
Oh,
just
I love
horseradish.
sushi. So
Oh yeah,
Is
fake wasabi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fake. With real wasabi is so damn expensive, you wouldn't be eating the sushi. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
Yeah, they just
Yeah.
turn horseradish green and be like, it's wasabi. You're like, liars.
Oh, sauerkraut.
I keep
I
going.
don't like that either.
Sauerkraut. I don't. Like, I don't have it enough to not to have it.
No.
Well, every time I want a corned beef sandwich, it comes with sauerkraut, and that stuff is disgusting.
I wish I could.
you also have to with sauerkraut. Like
Like a Reuben.
it depends on the person who's making it
Mhm.
because. Being from Jersey and stuff like that, there are people that make some really good sauerkraut, and I'm not a huge fan of it either. But there, they make it like some people I know make it really well, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but I can see why some people don't like it.
Sauerkraut seems like one of those things that's really easy to mess up, and then that could like ruin the whole experience.
Man, there's so much gravel. What did you do with the gravel, Sigel?
I shoved it in a hole. It's in some chest. You'll find it eventually. Where did all this gravel come from?
I mean, don't worry. In the future, when tacos in 2067,
fucking love
and we
it!
reach
Shit!
some build that requires us to make concrete, he'll be grateful for all that gravel.
They finally made gravel useful.
Oh, they did. Concrete. Yes, that's right. You asked me is gravel useful, and I said no, right?
No, I asked if flint was useful,
Oh man.
which
Oh.
I still think the answer might still be no.
If I blow up a bed, the bed doesn't blow up the ancient debris, right?
No,
No.
It's durable.
Okay.
Ancient debris is blast protection. At the moment, actually, we could use that gravel to make some TNT.
No.
It's dino, man. I found 3 more ancient debris. Also.
This is just a lucky ancient debris stream.
Well, I mean, it populated before, right? Like it does not.
Yeah,
Like
like,
it's not like it just all of a sudden is just popping up.
well, it depends, like where you walk. I think. Is there a? Oh, it is a thing there. Like the wall moved, and I was like, what the?
Slide to the left. Yep. Slide to the right. Walls moving.
Yeah, it's a big the slime thing, the magma.
2
cube.
times.
And
Yeah.
Clap your hands.
I can't think of one person that dislikes that song.
why did I do
Because
that?
every time
Yeah.
I'm out and then that song comes on, people go, yeah! Even people that can't dance are like, I'm excited because it gives me instructions.
torch.
Why is all this rotten flesh in this chest?
Because the cleric?
Where did all the rotten flesh come from?
Wait, rotten flesh out in the overworld?
In the bed chest.
Yeah. Oh, there was a mess and Juan cleaned it up.
Ah, okay. I was like, why is the bed chest filled with rotten flesh?
Speaking of rotten flesh, has anybody been watching The Last of Us?
I hear so many good things. I
It's a
kind
good
of
show.
whenever like shows like that pop up, I usually wait until they're all out so that way I can watch it like in one. But
Yeah.
my friend who's obsessed with the game absolutely loves it, so you know it's good. And
Yeah.
He's super critical of everything, like, but he's like, this show is amazing. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, y'all remember when The Walking Dead was good?
I remember hearing.
No.
I have
Oh.
yet to see The Walking Dead.
Okay, well, don't watch it. Watch this instead, 'cause it's way better than that.
Oh yeah, Walking Dead was good, but you shouldn't watch it. Watch this one instead.
Yeah. Well, no, because it starts off good, and then you start watching the show, and you're like, oh man, I have like high hopes for it, and then it went on really long, and then you're just like, oh, this is just no longer good. They just went off the rails, and I was a defender of the show for a long time, but there's just this one episode that it was so bad it lost me.
Huh.
Cause I made it all the way to Negan. I made it, halfway through the Negan story in the show, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. And there was just one episode, the way that it ended. It was the mid-season finale because they split the season up into two pieces, and just the end of the episode, I just went, I can't watch this anymore. That was just the worst ending ever.
No, I'm too big of a chicken to watch it. I barely made it through watching the gameplays of The Last of Us.
Yeah, I watched gameplay of it, and I'm like, the beginning is very intense, very sad.
I don't like graphically nasty.
This one isn't graphically nasty. It's not, you know how The Walking Dead, everybody's smashing heads and they went over the top with it.
I heard about
This one, this one doesn't do that. It does a really good job of just focusing on the story. Like
Can do no wrong with Pedro Pascal, so.
yeah.
So it looks like they took all the what is it? Results from what happened in The Walking Dead, and they're like, this is how we should do it proper.
Pretty much from what I hear, from what I understand.
Well, I mean, the comics for The Walking Dead were really gory too. That was the big thing because it was a mature rated comic. The guy that wrote The Walking Dead, I think he also did Invincible and The Boys. I think
I
it was
love The Boys so much.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it was the same writer. So he tells those kinds of stories. So they're gonna be that way. But this one, they're focusing on the story so much, and they're doing a really good job with it.
Okay.
Nah, I probably still won't watch it. Like I said, I'm too big of a chicken. I'm too big of a chicken.
Backlog episode. Nah, just like-
Nope, wouldn't watch it still.
It's not that scary. Well, I
Nah.
haven't seen any. Okay.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Wait. One and Signature. I haven't done a backlog episode. It's only a cycle, right?
What's a backlog episode?
Huh?
Yeah, it's on good cycle.
What's a backlog episode?
It's like the podcast that we do, but like way shorter because we only talk about one show.
Just
Oh,
let me know. I am ready. I am ready to give my opinions about things that I love and or hate. I will do the Overlord episode right now.
So, oh, get out of here, man! Sorry. This freaking zombie pigmen keep walking in here and like showing up. They're like, "What you digging out?" I'm like, "Huh?"
just want to be your friend, man.
He's like, yo, you ain't touching any gold down there, are you? I'm like, leave me alone.
I just realized when you hover over items in Bedrock, it has like ancient debris is nature, cobblestone is construction, arrow is equipment, a lava bucket is an item, bone block is construction. I never noticed this on the bottom of this, and I don't know if that's just me being stupid or what.
I think it's been there, but I never like read it. Yeah. Yeah, I've never paid attention to what category it was.
I neither. I'm in
Okay, so
my
the,
fixing everything stage.
The mobs of the piglins or whatever, the blue fire doesn't affect them at all. That's cool.
The zombie ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire doesn't affect them at all. Anyway, you can push them in the lava and they'll be fine. The other ones, actually, the blue fire scares the piglins.
They didn't scare the guys over here.
Maybe it's the torches and the campfires and the lanterns. I know the blue flames are supposed to apparently scare them. Or deter them and keep them away.
Yeah. These blue fire pits, they're just like, oh, let me step down. Ah! Oh. Have you ever spilled something on yourself right when you were about to go somewhere?
Yes, all the time.
Not really. I don't think so.
Nah.
You're like trying to eat breakfast on the way to work, and you're like, last bite, splat.
No, because I don't eat breakfast going to work.
Yeah.
I spilled coffee on myself, actually, now that I think about it.
Have you ever spilled your drink in your car?
No.
I feel like that's a common thing. People do that, like, be going to work and go to stops at Starbucks and get their drink and then ends up, like, it's spitting in their car or something.
Oh, that could cause an accident.
Yeah, that's why I don't allow drinks in my car.
Really?
Water bottle is fine, but other than that,
Something that lid can easily come off of?
yeah.
No open containers.
Yeah. Because cleaning that up is always a pain.
Yeah, speaking of open containers, a story that I love to tell, that someone once told me, is they were, I told this on the street before a bunch of times, I don't think Signatures heard it. So, they went to McDonald's and got some fries, because McDonald's fries are good. And,
Debatable.
Yeah.
So,
McDonald's in general, debatable.
Yeah.
so, good, not the best, or not, like, beating out, like,
In-N-Out fries.
for me, that's debatable, because I'm like, I went to In-N-Out, and I don't remember anything that I ate there. It just didn't.
In-N-Out.
It just didn't stand.
Yo, we're supposed to be getting a In-N-Out. We're gonna get the first In-N-Out on the East Coast side.
Ooh.
Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. There's not that much. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I enjoyed it when I went to it in Vegas. It's better than Whataburger in my opinion.
No,
dude,
how
That
dare
is
you?
fucking words right there. That is.
Them
I will.
fighting words.
Yeah. You will
What?
take
I
all of
think
that
it
back.
is.
You are out of your mind.
Whataburger.
What? Yeah, if you like paying $15 for like a mediocre burger, sure. Oh, I'm still hungry. Let me go spend more money.
I swear In-N-Out was way cheaper than Whataburger.
What?
No.
No.
I'm here with both, and
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think I'm more into In-N-Out just because of the fact it has a very, very simple menu, and
Sorry.
that means my decision is a lot easier compared to other places that have like way bigger menus, and I sit there and not know what to get.
so what was it? What did you say? I'm sorry, I ran away from lava.
I said I think I prefer In and Out over Whataburger just because of like it having like a simpler menu and stuff. And because of how simple the menu is, they get to the line a lot faster. At least that's what it seemed like in Vegas. Like I said, I've only been to one, and it was in Vegas on the Strip.
Uh-huh.
I'll give you that. Whataburger takes a long time.
Yeah, because they make it fresh. You
That's
order
true.
it and they're like, hold on, let me make it.
What do you mean? In and Out is fresh. They just do the same thing over and over. So everybody's going to get a burger with this on it. It's just what.
It goes so much faster because they have a lot less to cook because their burgers are so small and crappy.
I know.
I haven't had either. I haven't had In-N-Out or Whataburger, so this conversation is amazing.
I've gotten into so many arguments with people that come from out of Texas that aren't from Texas. They move here because Texas is awesome, and then they're like, hey, you know all that stuff that y'all make that Texas is known for? It all sucks. I wish it was like the stuff that I just left, because that's the stuff that I left, and I left there for a reason. So can y'all just make the place that I live in now just like the place that it was that I just left because it sucks? Like, every time people are like, oh, In-N-Out's the best in California, blah, 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 and this, and I'm just like, dude, then go back to California, man. I don't want you here slowing up my damn traffic, making it harder for me to get around. I don't need you here. You miss California so damn much. Go live over there. Go spend your $1 million on your shack house. Get the hell out of Texas. Sick of hearing it. Sick of hearing it. You don't like Whataburger? Get the hell out of here. Everybody got an opinion about Texas when they move here, but they sure as hell ain't leaving. They left their crappy state for whatever reason, just to come over here and complain about it. Go back to your crappy state. Back to your crappy state, wherever it is.
You gotta have to remember, I'm from the East Coast, and we didn't have Whataburger or In-N-Out. So going over there to the West Coast and having it for the first time, it's like somebody going to Waffle House for the first time and they think the food is really good and
It's
stuff.
so
Waffle
good.
House.
So
What
good.
do you mean? Waffle House is just
so
Waffle
good.
House.
Oh
It is
my
so
God.
good.
To be fair, no one really goes to Waffle House for the food.
Yeah.
I don't, but it's
You guys
so
feel like,
good.
oh, it's so good. I'm like, we don't go for there for the food. You go there for the experience.
Go
Oh my
for the hopes there's a show.
So
Do you see that? Okay, so I gotta apologize. That wasn't directed to you, Kiki, because I know you're not from Texas, and I know you don't come here to Texas going like, Texas sucks, even though I just moved here. I know that's not for you. And then secondly, did y'all see the video of the lady where they throw the chair at her?
Yes!
Just walk up support,
Yeah, I saw
and she
that.
catches it like Captain America's shield. She's all like, yo! Dude, that lady, man, she is the best. That was dope.
Oh my gosh, I do remember that. That was funny.
Also, Kiki, you're from the East Coast too. So have you ever had a Habit Burger?
From
It's just called Habit Burger. It's just like they have burgers, and like there was one in Jersey and it was really good. And I don't know, it seems more like an East Coast thing, but I don't know if it
that
made
might be a
down to
northern
you.
thing because I don't think I have not.
But
Yeah.
that's like, cause Wendy's is good. I don't mind Wendy's, but the Habit Burger by me with that, their burgers are really good too, and their fries are good. So I don't know if it like got down to you. I think it might be from California, but let me check.
what the hell is this? Oh, it's gold.
No, I don't think I've ever had it. Cause that's like, it could just be like around that kind of area kind of thing. That's just like I've been talking to my friend who's in Chicago. He's a big Mountain Dew person. Well, since I'm like in one of the connecting states of the mountain, like the main Mountain Dew company factory and everything, we get like a whole bunch of certain flavors that don't get ever shipped out to like other states.
Like what?
That's a
What's the
secret.
flavor out right now?
The secrets don't leave the state.
No, let me see what it's this black one
Yeah,
out right
so far
now.
it's only in like New Jersey.
Ew.
And then,
That explains why I have not heard of that then. Let's see. Because I always send them a picture of like the flavors that come out.
I think the latest one that came out was melon. Was it watermelon spark or something? I don't remember. There might be another one after that.
It's not Baja Blast.
No.
that's-
The one that's out right now is Pitch Black.
Ew, but I want to try
Is this
it.
supposed to be licorice?
I don't know. I don't drink Mountain Dew.
Right,
I don't
right.
either.
You want pitch black Mountain Dew? That's a new flavor. Pitch black?
I've seen in Pitch Black. There's the fruit cake.
What?
Spark.
You gotta put those in Discord.
The thrashed apple.
Right.
Major melon.
That's the
There
melon
was-
is the last one that came out.
There's the Mountain Dew Zero, the Voodoo one that comes out around Halloween all the time. There's the alcohol Mountain Dew that we have.
Y'all have alcoholic Mountain Dew?
Yeah, we have
Holy
4 different flavors
crap.
alcoholic Mountain Dew.
What?
Yeah, I was saying it's only like there's only 3 states that's like surrounding the Mountain Dew factory that gets these like Mountain Dew that just don't ever get sent to other places.
That blows my
Mountain Dew hard seltzer, that's what it is.
mind. I probably would never drink it. I'm just amazed that they made it.
There was the flaming hot Cheeto Mountain Dew one.
That sounds awful. That doesn't sound very good.
It was interesting, I would tell you that one.
Ew. No.
It was the Mountain Dew Vault.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Wait, isn't that? But didn't those used to be something else? Like Volt and Spark, weren't they their own thing?
I don't know.
Oh, no. I think. I remember seeing Spark, but I don't remember if it was a soda or an alcoholic drink that used to exist.
Jolt?
Jolts.
I
Are
know
you
that.
thinking of Surge?
Surge! I remember Surge.
Might have been Surge.
Because that was in the 90s.
But I remember when I started in the beer business, there was there was like a alcoholic drink that was not mixed with an energy drink, but it was supposed to kind of look like that, and it never sold, and I think it was nasty.
Four
And-
Loco, I guess.
No, it wasn't Four Loco. I remember Four Loco. This was pre Four Loco. Yeah, it didn't do very good, or at all. I think it was kind of like Zima.
I kind of want some Mountain Dew now.
Yeah, so every time we get like a new flavor, I just always send it to him and show him and get his opinion on if he would chase it or not because he's just that big of a fan of Mountain Dew. Cause like there's like the standard one, the Code Red.
I love Code Red.
I
I like Code Red better than the original.
Yeah, I used to drink the Code Red too.
I think I drunk that stuff when I went to. I went to college 3 different times, and the second time when I went to community college because my credits didn't transfer over from all.
Way to rub it in. Oh, I made it into college 3 times. I'm so smart.
Have you seen the Baja Punch one and the Baja Flash one? I think that came out like one summer.
I haven't seen Flash, but I feel like I may have seen Punch.
Yeah, I would say that came out one summer. It's like a lot of this stuff, it just comes out for like a short period of time and then they bring out a new flavor.
Yeah. I want to say like strawberry lemonade might be the current one. But yeah, and it's like I see it and then I try to get it and they're like, "Oh, we only have 6 packs." And I'm like, "I'm not buying 6. I don't even really want to drink the one. I just want to try it." Do y'all have like
That's how
do
I
y'all
feel
sell
about
sips?
Yeah. That's how I feel about the Starry drink that
Yeah.
took over Sierra Mist. I just want to taste it, but I
Yeah.
haven't. I don't want to spend that much money on a bottle.
Yeah, it's like with $3 a bottle now. God.
Mm-hmm.
I made that mistake one time. Y'all know around Christmas time, Sprite has that cranberry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Flavor.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I've always wanted to try it, but I always missed out. And then this time I managed to remember to get it. So I was like, oh, I finally get to try it. It was garbage.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. Oh, that's the Oreos. I got to taste the new Oreo flavor that came out, which is the one I posted in Discord.
Yes.
I actually have some sitting right next to me, actually. But it So okay, so I thought when it said the most Oreo, as in like just like the cream would be cookies and cream. No, it's literally almost like stuffed as much as the most stuffed
Yeah, yeah.
one. It's either has that much or it has like it's like a mega stuff. I don't know. I can't remember how big the most stuffed one was, but it
Yeah.
has that much filling in between the cookies.
Yeah.
Wait,
And
so
it
did you just buy a really big Oreo? Is that what that was?
Oh no, no, that was just a
Ah.
picture on the package.
No, yeah. I
Yeah.
saw, okay, because I saw the picture and I was like, is this one big Oreo?
No. It's just it has the amount of like filling as in like the most stuffed Oreo, and it's cookies and cream flavor. And I like I said, it just you if you eat just the cookie part, it tastes like an Oreo. If you eat just the icing part, it just tastes like an Oreo. If you eat it all together, it just tastes like an Oreo. So I don't know how to feel about it because it just tastes like an Oreo, but that's what they're going for because it's
That's
Oreo.
weird.
I always thought cookies and cream was just an Oreo. Like when they do cookies and cream, yeah, like when they do cookies and cream flavored ice cream, it's just Oreos. Is that not the case? Have I been
No.
Yeah, that's the case. Well, I
No.
see it as Oreos too.
okay? So they just made an Oreo flavored Oreo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically,
Do you,
the kind
do
of
you
like
love the
break
flavor
up,
of Oreos?
to kind of break up how that is. So, it's Oreo has this Oreo, and then people put that in ice cream, and it's cookies and cream. Unless the brand says Oreos cookies and cream, they like made a knockoff Oreo and put it into the ice cream.
Right. So you're telling me the originator of cookies and cream, which is Oreos, just decided to make their cookies taste like the knockoff version of them.
Wait.
Yeah, he lost me too.
No, because so it's cookies and cream if it's not made by Oreos, but Oreos is the flavor that cookies and cream imitates, correct?
Yes.
So then, in that thing that Kiki just bought, Oreos decided to change their flavor to copy the flavor that copies them.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna eat one right now.
Like taking a step back.
we said the word Oreo too much. He's like, I want another one.
Hey, sponsorship.
Oh, if they're like, hey, we'll give you a free package of every new flavor that comes out, I was like, yeah, I'll talk about it.
Mm.
Can I say
The
it's nasty?
insulin that goes with it.
I'd be like, can I say it's nasty? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, that might be a problem.
Also, I posted the picture of the Hard Seltzer Mountain Dew into Discord.
I don't know if I could ever try that.
But it's alcohol, you want it.
No,
Hey,
I
we
don't,
have individual cans.
I don't need alcohol that much. I'm old, so it's not like.
It's only 5%. Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
5% alcohol.
But that doesn't mean I want to inhale that
Oh,
if it tastes like crap.
Oh, so yeah, so whenever there's like a new soda flavor and you're like, I want to try that, and you try it, it's bad. Like, what about it is always bad?
The flavor. What else is bad about it? I don't like the flavor of it, so it's bad.
So for me, there's there's like subtle differences that like make it bad. Like the flavor can be okay, but then I just don't like it. Like it overall.
Flavor or aftertaste?
That goes into whether I like something or not. So this Mountain Dew looks crazy. Like
That looks like it's not going to be very good.
It's
By the style of the can, that looks like something that
it looks
high
like
schoolers
alcohol.
buy. Yeah. But like high schoolers will buy because it's like, yo, we finally get this. Like we stole a drink. We're gonna be so cool. And then it's nasty. It's like when well, for the people that started drinking and didn't know what they were drinking when they bought like Boone's Farm or something, the cheapest thing that they could get. But they're like, it's alcohol, so yay. And then it's like the nastiest thing ever, but they just pretend it tastes good.
So for me, any of like other, like the reason why I end up trying the Mountain Dews is because their different flavors at least keep a little bit about what I like about sodas that I like. For me, I don't want any syrupy taste. So Sprite is like 100% out as far as like clear sodas.
See, I like Sprite when I'm like not feeling well because that helps, and it's like it's a lot less. Like I love Coke, but I feel like with Coke, it's like there's such like it's not good for you. But and neither is Sprite, obviously. But in terms of like how I'm feeling, like I like Sprite because it helps me like get more energy a little bit, even when I'm like super sick and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I don't know if that's like a northeastern thing, but like whenever I felt sick, like I was always like given like a Sprite or something like that.
Yeah.
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 Same thing here.
Yeah, it's interesting. But
I drink Burners when I feel sick.
Burners.
That's a Michigan drink. It's basically ginger ale.
Yeah.
It's better in my opinion than Canada Dry.
Dude,
But
ginger.
it originated in Michigan. And
I'm not a soda guy, but I love ginger ale.
Yeah, ginger ale's pretty good too. I like ginger ale.
I can't stand ginger ale unless I'm sick.
So yeah, like for me, a soda needs to be crisp and no syrupy aftertaste, no syrupy taste, and then the flavor has to be good.
But according to LeBron James, it doesn't get much crisper and flavorful than Sprite.
That's because he's contracted to say that.
No, never. Not LeBron James. Not a rich athlete or celebrity. They're so honest. No, they can never be bought out by a multi-billion-dollar company.
So, yeah. So for me, a lot of the like Mountain Dew puts out a lot of random flavors. So it's easy to like try all the different flavors. But Mountain Dew, like, they carry enough of the strong taste and not syrupiness to where I'm like, if there's a new flavor of any kind of soda, I'm like, I would try it for Mountain Dew because I'm like, it's not gonna be what I hate about soda.
Okay.
Yeah, for me with Coke and all that stuff, like if I'm outside all day and like working on stuff and like I'm like super tired and I need like my energy back, I'll get a Coke and be like, okay, much better. And then that'll be it for like weeks.
That little caffeine kick.
Yeah, and I don't like caffeine. I'm not a huge caffeine person, regardless. So like drinking a Coke every once in a while, I was like, okay, this feels good. And then like yeah.
If I drink soda, I don't normally drink soda, but if I do, no, because I'm not a big soda guy. I used to be. I used to drink a lot of soda, and at a certain point, I go, it's not healthy, and so I stopped drinking it. But if I ever to get the hankering, it'll either be like a cherry Pepsi, or a Mexican Coke. It has to be Mexican, out of the bottle. Yeah.
Mexican sodas are really good. I will have to give you that one.
Yeah.
I can't taste the difference.
You are
You
insane.
can't? Oh my god, you can totally taste the difference in a Mexican soda.
Your taste buds have been burned by Mountain Dew. That's why.
Yeah.
I can't taste the difference.
Get a
It's
Mexican Coke because it's made with real sugar.
I know, and like somebody was like, here, and I'm like, I don't see what the big deal is. It just tastes.
And it
like...
comes out of the bottle, man. It's so much better.
Ooh, bottled Coke is always really good for whatever reason.
Because most of the time, bottled Coke is the Mexican Coke. Made with real sugar.
Oh, what are the Jarritos? Yeah. I think I liked those. I haven't had one in so long that I don't remember. But
Those
I
are
think
good.
they're plastic now, right?
No, they still come in glass bottles.
I wonder if maybe I've seen like maybe because they don't make like 2-liter glass bottles.
They don't.
Yeah, those. I saw a big one. I was like, ew, that's kind of.
You know how many people would break those?
Yeah. So like, it was weird seeing like a 2-liter like Jarritos. I was like, those shouldn't be on the end of that. Eat those. It's small, right?
Yeah, that's a fair point. I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah. So, yeah. Dang it! Now I Actually, I'm gonna continue my quest for Starry. I'm gonna look into HEB or something because Walmart, all they have is. Oh, it's weird because Walmart. I went in there and what is it? Starry is Coke, right?
No.
No idea.
Starry took over Sierra Mist, and
Yeah, but
Sierra Mist is Pepsi?
Yes. Yeah, Sierra Mist is Pepsi.
Okay. Well, then why didn't they have it in the front? I thought the Sierra Mist was. Oh wait. If Sierra Mist is Pepsi, then what? Sprite is Coke.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I went up to the front and it was all Pepsi products, but no Starry. So I was like, oh, because Starry is Coke, they didn't want to put Coke products up here. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go to another store that has Coke in the checkout lanes. But no, they just didn't have it in singles. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to either try a Target or a HEB to see if I can find it.
How does Starry?
They
The new
rebranded
Sierra Mist.
Yeah, they rebranded Sierra Mist to Starry.
What?
There's pictures of it in Discord.
Yeah, we had this whole conversation when I saw it, and because I thought it was a new drink when I went back to work, and then it was like, no, this took over Sierra Mist. I was like, ooh.
The most
Okay.
Oreo cookie. Okay, hold on.
It's like, let me go back and catch up.
This is okay. That's the Fago. I remember the Fago conversation.
Oh God, I want that. Does it ship well? I don't think it ships well.
Sorry. Oh, what
Pretty-
is this?
It probably does.
Uh,
You might just have to wait before you open it, but
You get it, it's all. You're like, I'll put this down.
That looks. That I don't like that packaging.
For Starry?
Yeah.
I
I like
don't
this.
Yeah, I don't like.
Yeah, but it's more for the kids, I guess.
I've heard it's closer in taste to Sprite now.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Which exactly, because I'm like, I just explained why I don't like Sprite. I'm
I
like,
I did like Sierra Mist more than Sprite. I remember, dude,
100%.
I remember when it came out. Oh, Jesus Christ! It was.
Really?
I was in the 8th grade.
What?
And I remember seeing it in a vending machine, and I was like, "Oh, that looks pretty good. I want to try it." But I didn't have $1, and this was after football practice. I remember this. And the next, yeah, and I just remember holding on to that. And the next time that I had $1, I went and popped it out, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I like this a lot better." Dude, God, man, I am old. That was like 97, 98.
Ooh.
97, 98, I was.
No,
8 years
99.
old, 7, 8 years old.
You said 99?
Yeah, I think that was
99,
99.
I was 9.
It
I
really
was
because
4.
Ah!
yeah, they might have been 99.
Yeah, I was 4 years old.
Y'all missed out on dollar sodas in the vending machine. Y'all missed out on dollar gas. A gallon
There
of
you go.
gas
That's
being
what we
$1.
missed out on.
Yeah, and dollar sodas in the vending machine were upcharged sodas. Those
Yeah.
were like 79 cents in the store.
Do you remember when you went to Walmart or when you went to Sam's, they had their brand in the soda machines, and those were like 30 cents or something, like 35 cents?
Yeah, well, I remember it at Walmart. I didn't go to Sam's until I was an adult.
But yeah, I mean, it was the same soda, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can get their brands for a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Same thing about Hill Country Fair.
Yep,
Except I don't think they have vending machines. They just had it in the check lanes. They
Yeah.
still have it in the check lanes.
and the little
Or
coolers.
Squirt? What is it? Squirt?
Squirt.
No, Squirt is a...
Yeah.
No, Squirt is an actual thing. They're
What
their
is-
own thing. I don't.
What was Hill Country Fair's orange thing?
Fanta, maybe?
No, that's
I
a
don't
Coke
remember.
thing. Dang it, I gotta Google this now.
I've never heard of this. I don't have the slightest idea what
HEB?
the world is.
Yeah. Wait, they don't have HEB in the East.
I think HEB is just a Texas thing.
It is a Texas thing.
Yes.
I had a friend from Louisiana. when
Orange
they moved-
Burst.
Burst. I had a friend from Louisiana when they moved to Texas.
Oh my God,
He was telling me about how HEB tried to set up in Louisiana, and they just weren't going for it over there. They're like, nah, man, we'll stick with whatever the hell store they have in Louisiana. That's not as good as HEB.
Oh.
I think it's like
I
Kroger's
want
or something.
a H Mart. That's what I want.
Yo!
I love
Oh.
H Marts. I love H Marts.
H Marts are dope.
I went to one
I
for
want
the
one
first
so
time.
badly.
Wait a minute. Some things.
If you ever come to Texas, well, first of all, we're taking you to Whataburger and we're gonna make you eat it until you like it, kind of like the walnuts.
I don't need to. I have one literally being built like 15 minutes from my dang house, and
Really?
I'm never gonna go to it
Yes,
because
Because it's the only
all-
burger joint
no,
that stays open
because-
24 hours. And there's
no,
gonna be one night where you're like,
because
man, I'm
it
hungry.
is the East. We do not have Whataburger. So what is everybody gonna do? There is going to be a line there 24/7 around the building, and I'm never gonna get out of there. So no, I'm not gonna go to Whataburger. That is
Let me tell you
literally
the
when they
reason.
opened the first one. There was a line half a mile for weeks.
Well, let me tell you. It's like that in Texas. The line never dies.
Why?
There's a reason why there's a line, Kiki.
It's so good.
I will say their chocolate shakes are good. I don't usually drink chocolate shakes,
I
and
hate chocolate shakes.
I actually did like their chocolate shakes, which were quite surprising.
I hate chocolate shake. It's too thick.
That's why it makes it so good, man.
It
I
was
do
really
not wanna
good.
Pop a vein in my head trying to drink my drink.
You gotta get a workout.
Yeah,
you're
well,
gonna
the
have to burn all
chocolate
those
shake.
calories that you're gonna get in.
Exactly. It's balanced.
Yeah, well,
It's
there-
perfectly balanced.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I'm gonna come on the stream with this deep voice and be like, "I've been working out my neck."
You're gonna have the rock neck, just big old.
And that's it. Just big neck and regular body. Oh, I can't wait to Kiki be like, okay, so the lines died down, and oh my god, I like this
No,
one. I like this
the
one
line's
specific
never
thing.
going to die down.
The line never does.
Oh my god.
That's the one thing that I hate. I'm like in the middle of two Whataburgers, and if I ever get the hankering for it, no matter what time of day it is, every time that I drive by either one is just a long line, and I'm like, what can you do?
Y'all go at the wrong time. Move,
Dude,
man.
I can go at 5 o'clock in the morning. I can go at 3 o'clock in the morning. I can go at 4 in the afternoon. It doesn't matter what time I go.
So 7:30 in the morning.
Nope, breakfast people.
Love breakfast. Oh my gosh, Wendy's has
So-
good breakfast.
So there's one by the baseball thing, and the big grocery store near you.
The stadium?
Yes. Well,
There's
not
not a
near the
Whataburger near there.
no, like down the street from it.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
trying to
the-
be like,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
like far
It's
enough
by the-
away, but also like close enough. What do you call it?
The one by the
Landmark.
by the Walmart.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
I go to that one in the mornings. I drop Ray off from work, like on my days off, drop Ray off from work. I go into the Walmart, and then I go there, and there's no line. So it's like, what, 7 in the morning?
And I gotta drive all the way over there.
And then, I'm trying to think, where's the other one? Oh, the other one is off of the toll road?
Yeah, that's the one that's like right near my house.
Yeah, that I haven't gone to that one because it's too far past the HEB. It's in the same parking lot, but I've never
Yeah.
gone to that part of the parking lot. So it's
Which
like
gr-
it could be like
It would-
10 miles
You
away.
never crossed this side of the parking
Yeah,
lot.
it's so weird. Like I go to that HEB all the time, but I haven't been on that side of the parking lot. I've gone to the gas station, but I haven't like crossed. I haven't crossed
But
that.
Why
but
is
the
this
ga-
freaking crossed the road? He hasn't crossed the road because he, for some reason, just refuses to go over there.
But the gas station and the Whataburger are in the same building.
Yeah, but for some, for some
They're
reason,
literally they're in the same building. Like
I
you
like
can
go
walk.
in front of the gas pumps, and I never go
Yeah.
like to the.
I mean, it's right there.
I've just never gone that far.
Be adventurous, Taco.
Eh. There's other places to get breakfast nearby, and for some reason, whenever I get to that HEB, I'm not really hungry. I'm like, oh, so that's what it is. No, that's what it is.
How about the other Whataburger?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. I drop Ray off. I go to the Walmart. I get my breakfast, and then by the time I get to that other HEB, I've already eaten. So I've never gone to that one because I've always already eaten. Yeah. It's,
One day,
it's
one day,
weird.
don't eat. One day, don't eat, and then you'll have a reason.
It's weird. It's like an on-off switch. It's either I'm hungry or I'm not gonna eat until like 2.
Mm.
It's weird, but what was? Yeah.
You know, I realize.
Yeah, I don't know. It may be crowded all the time. I never even look in that direction. I'm just like
Well,
going through.
it's usually the drive-through. So if I just suck it up and just like, all right, well, I'm get out, and then it's usually a lot faster. But in the middle of the night, I don't.
In the
Like,
middle of the
this-
night, in the middle of the night, sorry.
No, like if it's 2 o'clock, it's 2 o'clock, and I've had a couple of drinks. I just don't. You know.
And then
First
you-
of all, I'm not driving.
yeah,
I hope you're not.
and then
No.
and then another thing, like maybe like whenever I pick Ray Ray up and it's like 5, I don't get in line because I use the app. So there
Mr.
maybe
Fancy Pants over here.
it's
I'm sorry, but have you seen some of these places' food apps? They got some really good coupons up in there now.
oh yeah. That's the only reason why I keep going to McDonald's. They're like, here's some free food. Would you please come here? I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
I
about to say,
can't
shoot,
turn
I have
down
a
free.
folder. I have a folder on my phone now that's just filled with food app places. I rarely go out to eat, but if I go to a fast food place, I just open the app and I see what coupons is good in whatever app I'm in.
That is
fist bump
absolutely
Kiki.
insane to me.
Fist bump.
Yes.
Like that's it. That's the only reason why I've been eating.
It's
fast
trying
food.
time now. We need to save money somewhere.
You guys you're selling your information for so cheap. They're selling your personal information.
Okay,
for some-
well, they ain't
for
paying
some
me enough
crappy-
money to go out to eat, so I
Hey,
need
They
somewhere.
can have my information and I won't go hungry.
Yes.
Y'all are selling it for some crappy McDonald's.
Man.
Okay, now I don't eat McDonald's. Now. I told you I have not ate McDonald's in years.
McDonald's kills me every time, so I go to Wendy's.
Hey,
Yeah,
Wendy's
like-
they don't give out enough free food. Like McDonald's is like, hey, if you
No,
just-
because they're
if you
giving out
ju-
better things. They're
like,
giving out
if-
better things like fingering your chilies. Ah!
How long ago was that?
I don't know.
Like
not, long,
decade
not
ago.
long enough that I haven't forgotten. Not
What
long.
do you mean? It could be a long time ago. Shoot, I watched that Super Size Me movie. I don't know how, like over 10 years ago, and as you can see, it has still scarred me to the point where I still do not go to McDonald's.
So
I don't go to McDonald's because it kills me every time. So I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, because it's not real food. That's why it kills you.
Yeah.
your body's revolting.
they're like, hey, if you come here, I will just give you free fries. And I'm like, you're on the way, so
That is awful.
Guess I got a snack.
The only reason I would ever go to McDonald's, and this is why I never go to McDonald's, the only reason I would ever go is for the ice cream. But seeing as how the damn machines are always broken, why the hell would I ever go there?
Oh my gosh, please tell me why I swear Tim Hortons in Ohio is the new McDonald's, because I've been to Michigan I've been there 3 times in this month, and we always stop on our way back home, no matter what, in Ohio to get our last frozen hot chocolate. And the last 3 times we've done it, all of them has said their machine has been down. The frozen hot
Tim
chocolate
Hortons,
machine has
like,
been
Canadian?
down. Yes, but it's in northern United States. The lowest one is in Cincinnati, Ohio.
They're like slowly bleeding across the border. They just haven't made it far enough down yet to where everybody's like, oh yeah, it's also U.S.
Isn't Tim Hortons like crappy also?
Don't ask me. I only get the frozen hot chocolate and the Timbits.
From what
And
I
I
get the
honey
understand,
dipped
it
ones.
used to be good, and now it's not good because they went corporate. So
Try to save
Uh,
money.
That's what I'm worried about happening to Whataburger. But so far,
Oh,
they're-
maybe that's what happened to the one that came over here. That's why it's not that good.
No.
all the Texas ones,
Maybe that's why I find the In-N-Out to be better.
all the Texas ones are still good.
Okay, well, when I go to Texas and it's not just me sitting in an airport to catch my next flight, I'll tell you.
Well, yeah, if you ever
We
come here,
got-
we're taking you. Yeah, we got a lot of places to take you.
Yeah, and then also take me too, because I live here, but I won't go anywhere.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Shit, I
we
be
still
I be
go to-
finding things and sending them to Taco, and I'm like, Taco, have you been here? No.
You should sit through the signature. Like what was it?
We still gotta go to the
cookie
catfish
place.
parlor.
I haven't been.
Wait,
to that.
what
I've been
cookie place? What cookie place?
What was it? You know Tiff's Treats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't been to Tiff Treats?
No. Well, the answer would have. So, I would have said no normally, but somebody gave me Tiff's Treats for my birthday, and it was the most amazing gift I've ever received.
But
And
technically, you didn't go. Somebody
and-
brought it to you.
And then since then, I've gone maybe like 5 times.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
pretty good amount.
But I told Kiki about that place, and then she was like, "Oh, is it this place?" And that's the new cookie, like the new cookie hotness that everybody's like going crazy
Crumble
about.
or whatever it's called.
Crumble cookie?
Yeah,
You haven't
Yeah.
been to Crumble Cookie?
I've been there a couple times because they're expensive.
They're
Yeah.
expensive. They're expensive and they're really sweet. The place that you want to go to is Nothing Bundt Cake. I think that place is better.
That's so. Somebody in our family loves that, and they love one flavor, and they keep getting that one flavor. They've been getting that one flavor for years. And
Is it red velvet?
No, it is white chocolate raspberry.
Oh, that was actually pretty good too.
It was.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, I must say Nothing Bundt Cake is actually really good. The only time I go to Nothing Bundt Cake and Crumble is because I, once again, has signed up for their app,
Apps.
and I get a free cookie when my birthday or a free cake when my birthday comes around. Only reason
That's
why I
fair.
got-
That's fair.
If you sign up, if you do Crumble Cookie and Bundt Cake does it. So you get a whole Bundt Cake, you get the whole little Buntini cake, and you get a whole cookie for your birthday.
My language.
That's cool.
I may be installing 2 apps.
Wait, have you been to Duck Donuts?
I pass it all the time, and I'm like, one day.
Dunkin'
Oh.
Donuts has the knockoff version of frozen hot chocolate, which is not that bad, but it's still a knockoff version of the real thing.
Which I'm gonna try one day, but usually my default state.
So Taco, we gotta spend some time together, man. We're right down the street from each other.
Yeah. Yeah, we're like 10 minutes, well, maybe 15.
About 20 minutes.
Yeah,
But-
20 minutes away from each other, and I stay in this one spot. But
Yeah, we still gotta go to Catfish Parlor. I gotta invite you over next time I smoke some ribs.
yeah, gotta do some cooking classes.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the spring rolls still.
Yeah, and then a year now, I'm like, we still gotta do that.
We
stuff.
still, remember that one time we talked about ribs and cookies?
Yeah, what would like? Let's say we get Juan and Kiki over here, and what
I'd be
would?
down to come over.
Yeah, what would be the itinerary?
Boba!
Boba.
From
You
where?
can hit a boba
Oh, no.
place. Like you can stand on any corner here, throw a rock and hit like 4 boba places. Everybody does boba now. It's like lost its appeal.
Oh, boba is so good though.
That being said, I know a couple of places.
I'm trying to think. Where's the
I
one?
would like to
place
do
that-
like authentic barbecue. That'd be cool. Like
mean, there's-
Texas barbecue. Like
Yeah.
There's Salt Lick. There's Blacks. There's
wanna
there's a lot
go
of
to-
barbecue places.
I want to go to Blacks. I've never been there. I've been to Salt Lake, and I'm like, eh.
Wait, well, which one did you go? Did you go to the original Salt Lick?
I feel like it was down 360 or something.
No. That's not Salt Lick. That's it's a different one, and I
Oh.
always forget the name. Yeah, because there's only 2 locations. One in the
Okay.
country, and then the one that's near us.
Okay, then I probably haven't been there. I've seen signs for it.
Yeah. The original one, like it's in some woods. You're going down some back roads. You're probably hitting the cow before you get there. Yeah, I mean, like it's in the woods.
And everybody's like, could y'all make one like closer? Like,
Well, I mean, the one that's closer to us is still pretty good, but the original one, because the way that they do the meat, like all of the flavor has been accumulating over the years. So their pit has all of the flavor
Well
sucked
seasoned.
into it. Yeah.
like a pizza tray or pizza pan.
pizza oven.
Pizzeria?
The pizza pan, like those cast iron ones.
Yeah.
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 How do
Yeah,
they
I mean,
see- do they ever cook with a new one? They're like, we can't give this to people. We gotta just keep cooking pizza in it. And
Good question.
they got to get his reps in.
yeah, it's like, what do you? How do you get reps in a like a brand new like pizza pan?
You wait for a corporate company to throw a pizza party, and you make all of the pizzas on that. We didn't give you any raises or bonuses, but here's a pizza party made on a fresh pizza pan, so it's probably gonna suck. You're welcome.
Like, man, this place wasn't as good as I remember.
Have you been to Mellow Mushrooms?
Hello, what?
Mellow Mushroom?
There used to be a Mellow Mushrooms up here, but it closed down.
Oh yeah, there's one by me. It's okay.
What is that?
It's pizza.
Pizza
Oh,
made on mushrooms. Not really.
there's so many. Oh, somebody. Well, Rapolo's.
Isn't that like cheap pizza?
Somebody told me it's his fate. It was a good place. And then home slice.
Never heard.
Home
I've heard
slice, yeah.
is good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
think I'm gonna go to that one.
What else? We'd have to take him to the ice cream museum, mostly because I want to go. Yeah,
Have
there's
you
an
ever
ice-
had deep dish pizza?
Yes.
I was not a fan of deep dish. I went to Chicago and went to like Giordano's, where it was like apparently super authentic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was not very good. Was not happy. And like coming from like New York and stuff like that, where like pizza is good, I was like, this is not pizza.
That is the most East Coast thing that I've heard somebody say about pizza. Because I used to know, I worked for somebody that was from New York, and they're like, yeah, that's how pizza's supposed to be, big old slices, thin, and I was like, Jesus, go back to New York then.
Isn't New York like thin slice pizzas or whatever?
Yeah, it's like the thin and the really,
Where you can fold it?
yeah.
And they're like
And,
thin, and you can like hold it by the crust, and it'll stay flat or something.
I don't know, man.
That is not a folding thing. You can like fold it and stuff. And I thought that was like a big thing.
I
It's
went to
super greasy. It's not good for
Yeah.
you, but it's delicious.
when I went to Chicago, we had to have deep dish pizza. Like we were looking forward to it the first time, and dude, we tore it up. And so the second time we went to Chicago, we were like, yo, we need some more deep dish, and still worth it. Still worth it.
Yeah, when I went to go visit my friend, it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed deep dish pizza.
I went to a place called Mangia here, and
Manja.
Manja.
Yeah.
Okay. I just sounded out phonetically.
I used to do the same thing with quinoa. I used to call it quinoa or something.
That's what I used to do too. Quinoa.
Oh, I did the same thing with basmati rice. I kept calling it basami.
It's like vinegar rice. What?
Oh.
And, yeah, so that was the first time I had deep dish at Manja, and because I wasn't sure and because I was kind of broke, I was like, let's splurge a bit, and I saw the prices, and I'm like, ooh, and I knew Ray Ray is not adventurous. Like,
Yes.
you have to like test it and be like, I think a 5-year-old would love this, and then she still may not like it.
I found ancient debris.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're down to 15. And yeah, so I got her like a regular small pizza, and then what the only other pizza I could afford that was like what I went there for was like a small, and it was like 90% crust, so it wasn't that great. But then a couple like maybe like a year later, I was like, I actually am gonna just get it, and like Ray will like pick at it, and then I'll get her something else from the house or whatever. So I got like a regular sized one, and we had to go to a different location because that original location ended up closing. And I was like, no,
Oh,
my
no.
chance. So I ended up finding another one and went there, and man, they had red onion rings, and then I got like I think I got a medium or a large. No, like one that had less crust ratio, and I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I liked it, but I don't remember what it tastes like. Because it's probably like 15 years ago, maybe 10.
I can't remember the last time I saw Manja's Pizza. Now that I think
Yeah, I
about it.
think they all left.
Good. No.
Dang.
Man, red onion rings is like the most interesting thing I've ever.
That sounds interesting.
Onion
Yeah.
is the most disgusting thing ever.
Onion rings?
Onions in general.
I love onions.
I hate them.
I love like just getting like a raw onion and just eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Holy hell, that is
Not like-
hardcore.
Not like just like a piece of it, not like just like biting like a whole piece of it. Just like when I'm cutting it, I'll just grab a few pieces.
Oh, okay. I was imagining you going at it like an apple.
Like an apple.
Oh no, I'm not that crazy.
Like he's Shrek.
No. Like whenever I'm cutting into it, I'll grab like a couple pieces. But yeah,
Okay, no, that's fair.
I do know people that do that. Like just bite the whole onion.
God damn.
Yeah, I think it was a show called. I talked about this one before too. It's called Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. So it was one of those like, it was one of those like juicing documentaries where they're like, regular food is terrible. You should juice. Or like this guy
Fat,
was
sick.
in terrible shape and he started juicing and now he's healthy again. And like in like
Wait.
one. with
Wait,
him-
what kind of juicing? Because back in my day, juicing meant something else.
So I think it means the same thing, but like now this is like juice like like vegetables and stuff like that.
Yeah, vegetable,
Okay, so
vegetable and fruit.
So
juice.
they're not taking steroids.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back
so-
in my day, if you were juicing,
yeah, problems later on.
yeah.
But yeah, and like as he was like recapping some things, he was like buying like fresh fruit from this like side of the road vendor. I think he was doing something like across the country or something like that, like kind of like spreading the spreading the juice gospel across the country. And like he had
Oh,
stopped
no.
by like somebody who was selling like produce out of their car, and like he bought like a couple apples and a onion, and then he just took the onion out and bit into it. I'm like, you grabbed the wrong thing, and he was just like eating it, and I'm like, oh,
Oh
ew,
no.
no. But yeah,
That is a level of toughness that I can never do.
but red onion rings. Oh my god, nobody else does it that I know of.
Until you decided to start doing it. You know you
Fried
wanted to talk about it.
pickles.
I love
Yeah.
fried pickles.
I've never had that. Who's
What?
It's
Everybody's
so
so
good.
Ima- pickles, man.
imagine I just live in my house and don't go anywhere. That's
Jeez,
pretty close
man.
to accurate.
I don't go anywhere either, but I've tasted more food than you still.
Yeah.
Fried
Have you
pickles.
ever had fried Oreos?
No.
Yes.
No, you only
I
get those at
have.
fairs,
Fried
right?
Oreos. Yeah, at a fair, yeah.
Yeah, I don't go to fairs.
You know, I'm
Shoot.
from the South. We
so-
fry everything.
So I went. The last memory I have of going to a fair is it was over by the baseball place.
Oh,
Are you
I
gonna
know
tell
that
me-
degree.
I thought you were gonna tell me it was like in Stardew Valley or something.
No. No, the last fair like that was in Minecraft Dungeons. Was a fairy fair.
That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, it was over by the baseball place, and it was one of the things
Yeah.
where it's like there isn't a fair there, and then the next morning there's a completely built fair, and you're like, "Ew."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one
that's
of
how it's like.
those pop-up ones.
yeah.
Hey, wait. Quick sidetrack. Have you been to the state fair?
No.
Oh man. I went to the state.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was like, my answer to those is mostly no. But
Oh.
yeah, so let me do mine, and I'm curious about the state fair. So we went, did a couple of the games and stuff like that, and just gave them our money because you never win at those. And then, and then,
It'd be too easy.
yeah, and then we went. I was like, "You want to ride a ride?" And it was when me and Rary first started dating, and so like communication wasn't like strong. And
Yeah.
and I was like trying to impress her and stuff like that. And I was like, oh look, that thing right there, the flippy upside down terror monster. You want to ride on that?
Oh, you
and
fool.
she's like didn't answer. She was just kind of like going along with it because we were like new to each other. And then like we get like maybe 20 feet from it, and I turn around and I'm like, you want to get? Oh. And she's like crying. I'm like, oh my god. We don't have to. I was like, we don't have to do this. We can go. And I was like, oh my god, what have I done?
Oh my god.
And that's the last time I've been to a fair. So
Yeah, no, okay. Uh-uh.
yeah.
Well, first
Yeah.
of all, you're a roller coaster guy then.
I haven't been on a roller coaster in a while, but I do remember, like, at first I was terrified of them, but after a while I was like, this is amazing, I want to do more. But it's been a while since I've actually been on one.
You brave
Same.
fools.
I was terrified of it and was ridiculed. And then all of a sudden, I loved them for about 2 years. And then I think I got too old and out of shape.
I used to live near Six Flags, and that was always fun.
Nice.
I've never been to a Six Flags.
Well, there we go. Next time you come to Texas.
Never been to Six Flags and never been to like Walt Disney Universal World.
I want to go back to
my
Disney World.
God. So, Disney World is kind of like tied into something, well, and it's so weird because I don't know if it'll end up working out. So basically, me and my sister have never been to Disney World, and she had some kids, and I'm like, if we go to Disney World, I want to bring them too, and like do the whole
Yeah.
family thing because none of my immediate family has been. And then I don't think my nieces have grown up on Disney because Disney wasn't like as integral to like growing up as it was for us because like the whole like we can name tons of Disney shows, and I'm like, now Disney shows are covert, like you know the
Why?
you know that brand, but you don't know it as a Disney brand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Disney just bought everything that was good, and then they're like, it's Disney now. Remember Star Wars? Yeah, that's Disney. You remember Marvel Comics? Yeah, that's Disney. You
Yeah.
Aren't
remember
they buying up anime too?
Yeah, they're buying anime.
Yeah. So going to Disney, like me and like it would be a definite like life goal for me and my sister, but we would
You
bring
want
our
to support?
bring-
You want to support the Overlord Mickey?
Well, it's like so it's one of, you've been, so you don't understand.
I went the first time that I went. I was young. My parents took us because, I mean, they were like, yeah, we'll go because we went to go visit family. We were staying there with them, so the only thing we had to pay for was the tickets.
Oh wow, I found a bunch of.
Age of the Ring.
Man, this man's luckier than. Whew, one's lucky.
We need to make
so,
that one
yeah.
trip here every time we do Age of the
Yeah.
Ring. Get
For
Ray,
real.
Ray a kid.
But yeah, so the only thing we had to pay for were the tickets, and this was in 1990s money, not 2020s money. So it was, things were cheaper, and we didn't even buy tickets. We drove.
It was
So
like
we,
$50.
yeah, and I don't even remember doing anything. I think we were just there and we just walked around. So it wasn't like we spent a lot of money. But I went back again last year as an adult because, as you know, my girlfriend is loves to do stuff, and she's like, we're going to Disney, and I'm like, I guess. So we went to Disney. It's fun. Like, it's an impressive place to go to. I'm not gonna lie. It was like the coordination that it takes to do the things that they do, and like it's not an easy thing to do. That being said, Disney already has too much money and too much power over the things that I like, and I just can't keep supporting them. But I will probably still go.
It is very expensive, I will have to say, but
Yeah, that's the main reason I haven't been.
Yeah.
I
It is
want to
expensive.
go. I know I will probably go because you know Kat Taco. She always says hi to you every time we're streaming.
Yes.
She is a Disney adult,
oof. I have some friends that are Disney adults.
so
Wait,
she
what's
goes
that?
to Disney. A Disney adult is like somebody that just eats, breathes, and sleep Disney.
Oh yeah, they're
Okay.
obsessed.
Yeah, so she goes to Disney World all the time. She goes every year.
Oh.
Oh
every
wow.
year. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure our friend group is
Alright, so I have
eventually
10
going to
ancient-
talk
ancient
her.
degrees, sorry. Just-
Nice.
Damn.
So we're down to like
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, like she's one of those people that be like, okay, I've already called this agency and they're going to do this. I've got us this deal. We're going to wake up at 6 a.m. every single day to get the full benefit of the park. We're going to be out. She has a full itinerary every time she goes.
That's
She
what
needs
you
like,
want
you
to
guys-
go early to avoid like all the lines and stuff like that.
No, you should go to Disney when school is in, so you don't have to fight all of the kids. And then the only people that are there are people that are coming from outside of the U.S.
Basically.
So you got to go like in August or September.
August. August in Florida, no thank you.
It's a little hot. It's a little,
Mm.
it's a little humid. I'm not gonna lie. Just dress for the occasion,
And drink a lot of water.
and bring the most comfortable pair of shoes that you can, because you will be walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's like the Disney in my head is every TV show that has like a Disneyland episode, like Full House or like all of these, like every movie that you see, they're like the castle, and I'm like, I wanna go to the castle.
The Power Rangers. They didn't go to Disneyland. I just want to see what you would say.
Yeah, I was like, did they go? I was like, I haven't been following it in about 3 decades, but
Ooh, Persona 5 has Disneyland in it.
yeah, and even I'm like watching the anime and they're like, let's go to, and they name it something weird
Yeah.
so they don't get in trouble, and I'm like,
But
that's
you know Ricky Rouse.
yeah, Ricky the Rat.
Yeah.
I'm like, man. And then like extended family or in-laws, and they're like, oh, so next year we're gonna go to Disney. And they're like, you wanna go with us? And I'm like, I can't.
You really have to prepare for Disney. Like it's not a spur of the moment type
it's
thing.
a whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's about like $500 a day. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't make that in a week.
Yeah, dude. You ain't lying.
I'm like, is somebody gonna pay for me? I'm like, I will love you to the day you die. Like,
Do I still pass for a 6-year-old?
I'll act like one, definitely.
I poop my pants.
And you're like, Mickey! Just tackle him.
No, that's how you get kicked out.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't remember the last time I've actually been to
Mickey Mouse is more guarded than the
music
president.
park and stuff.
I saw a freaking Sylvester at Fiesta, Texas, and almost lost my mind.
What?
Yeah, because Fiesta, Texas is in San Antonio? That's they're Warner Brothers themed.
Warner Brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, so like Donald and Sylvester and Tweety, they're all walking around.
Yeah, the
They-
Superman ride and like the Joker and the Batman. They have a bunch of like those rides as well.
Yeah, and what was it? I think I was there with my cousin, and he ended up getting a splinter, so we had to go to like the nurse's office, and like they like bandaged up his hand and all that kind of stuff badly. And
How
Yeah.
bad was this splinter? Was it like the size of a 2x4?
well, it was one of those
Jesus.
things where like well, it's like well, you know, like you're waiting in line and like all the rails are wood. Because it's a wood themed roller coaster, and they're like no metal
no.
because it's all themed.
It's the Rattler.
Probably, I don't know. It's like now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't want to ride the Rattler, but I'm like, probably it was, or like the Roadrunner, which is like my wooden roller coaster, right? Is wooden? Because it's right under the.
I don't do
No.
roller coasters. I don't do roller coasters because I get so nauseous that I do like 1 or 2 and that's it. And so I've done the Superman, I've done the Rattler, and I've done the one that spins you around so much that it made me throw up, and that's why I stopped riding roller coasters.
Well, yeah, he ended up getting a splinter, and like they didn't take. I guess they didn't take all of it out properly, because then he ended up.
What?
Like they did a bad job. You know, it's like some high schooler that like I'm going to college for medical stuff, but I don't know why they put me in the nurse's office. But
He's like, I wasn't good enough to work at Disney World, so I'm at Six Flags.
But yeah, so while we were waiting, like I don't know if like Sylvester and Tweety were like going on a smoke break or something, but they just like walked by and I'm like, Sylvester! I was like, oh my god, I need to calm down. But yeah, so I will definitely be more excited than my nieces when we go, if we go together. And
You gonna be tackling them. Get out of my way! I gotta shake Mickey's hand.
but yeah, and I'm wondering if like I don't know if I would have like that much like excitement for like the typical Disney characters, unless I like you see like Baloo from like Tailspin or something like that, like the shows I actually grew up with. Like I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna actually really care about seeing the characters. I think I'm more in for the rides and the amusement stuff.
Well, we did the when we went last time. We did the what's it called? I forgot what it's called, but it's basically the one where you sit in the chairs and it's just like a big old screen in front, and it makes it seem like you're flying over the world and the mountains and all sorts of things.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that ride was so cool. And I got a little nauseous, so I was like, "Hold it in, don't be a bitch, don't throw up, hold it in," because you're gonna. Because like the way that it works, so like the seats when you go into the ride, you're in, you're in rows, right?
Yeah.
But when the ride starts, it all shifts. So then you're all sitting on top of each other. So you have like one row on top, one in the middle, and then one in the bottom, and you're all kind of moving together and stuff to make it seem like you're flying. And then when it comes back down, it all drops back down, and you're all front to back of each other. So. So if you're on the top and you get nauseous and you throw up, you're throwing up on like 2 people.
Don't do that now.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool. I want to be on the top so I don't get thrown up on.
Thrown
And then
up
you're on the
on.
top, and then you're like, oh, I feel sick. No wonder people throw up here.
Yeah.
Like, what's that smell? Oh.
I'll be like, it smells like lemons.
Someone's been trying the new flavors of Mountain Dew.
Oh man.
But it's cool. They got some really cool rides. And then they have a Chevrolet one there. That puts you in a cart. Man, that one was fast too. That one got to me a little bit. But it's like you're running like on a court, on a racetrack. But it's just like gunning, man, and you're moving.
So,
There's not a lot of spinning things.
Good. Thank you.
I've been busy.
So you get physical motion sickness, which I guess is like seasickness,
Yeah, I
but
guess
not
so.
like visual.
No, I can do visual stuff all day, but you put me on a roller coaster, I'm done for.
See, I'm fine with roller coasters. It's the ones where you're on the swing and you're high up and you're constantly spinning you around, and like that's when I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I have to do that first, because if I do that last, then I'm like, oh, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Or I have to do it last, or not at all. But because if I do it first, then I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Just ruin the rest of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the spinny ones. If it's like the fast ones, I can handle the fast ones. It's the spinny ones, man, that be flipping you upside down and turning you around. They had the new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster, and you had like set an appointment for it, and we were lucky enough to get in. And it's a really cool ride, but they do a lot of spinning and a lot of back and forth and a lot of jerking. So by the end of it, I was not feeling good.
Man.
I had to take anti-nausea medicine afterwards, because I was like, it did a number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Have
it
you been on a
did a
cruise?
number on me. Me?
Yeah.
Nah.
Do you get seasick?
I don't know. I've been on smaller boats. I've never been on a cruise, but I've been on boats.
We went on a cruise for our first anniversary, and I found out that Ray Ray gets seasick. Yeah, and it kind of sucks.
Time to find out.
Yeah, where it's like, all right, time to board the boat, and then you step on the thing, and Ray Ray's like, ugh, and I'm like, oh, what's happening? And then we get on the boat, and it's just like eyes all watery, face red, and it's like, I can't do this, and I'm like, hey, we already left though. Yeah.
Swimming back.
Yeah. So luckily, the people who went with us, who accompanied us on our first cruise, which is like very appreciative, they already knew that they were seasick, so they gave Ray Ray some seasick stuff. and she was fine. And then they're like, okay, cool. Here's your one excursion where you go see some ancient pyramids, or like the little one, not like the really big cool ones that people talk about. It's like the discount ones for the cheap people. And I was like, ooh, a pyramid, yay! It looks like just a pile of rocks.
It's a sandcastle.
But yeah, so we were like, okay, cool. And then like, okay, cool. We're gonna get off of the boat again, and then we're gonna get onto this pier. And as soon as we stepped on it, and we were like, no, oh yeah, I forgot. It's been a day. So
Man, I feel for her, because it is not fun.
yeah. And then,
It is not fun.
Yeah. So then we were like in the Mexican heat, like the ancient like Mayan Mexican heat, like oh, I never knew this kind of heat before heat. And you're like, is there any shade? And they're like, you can crawl under some of these rocks, but there's you can hide in the corner of one of these like the ruins, but there's no like protection. That's why everybody was brown. And I'm like,
They were cooked.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And then they're like, oh, so the end of the tour, we're gonna go off towards the edge of this cliff face where like that's where like the shop is, where it's the end of the thing, and then you walk down the path back to the boat. And I'm like, okay, and it's real windy because it's like a cliff right next to the ocean because you were just in a boat that was crossing the ocean, and it's the weirdest feeling being like baked and then this like cool breeze, but like the sun's like right above your head. And I'm like, it was years before air fryers were a thing. So I'm like, if I would have known of air fryers, I'd be like, this is what it's like inside of an air fryer. But
This feels like something that hasn't been invented yet.
yeah. So then so then after that, we went to like some of the other shops because it was kind of like a big fancy flea market kind of thing. It's like booths and stuff like that, and it's all like nice and decorative and all that kind of cool stuff. And it was really cool. And then it was like, okay, cool, we gotta get back on the boat. And of course I forgot again because I was experiencing all this new stuff. And then so we get to the boat and I turn around and his eyes are watering and I'm like, oh no. How do we like mitigate this? We like pick her up and just throw her onto the boat so she doesn't have to like stumble across the little bridge thing that they're gonna make for us.
Oh.
It was just, and we're like, cool. And then we're on the boat for like another day or because it was like a 3-day cruise, and we're on another boat for like a day and a half, and then it's time to get off. And I'm like, now we gotta get off with luggage and stuff. And I'm just like, you know what, Ray, just run across the thing, and I'll carry all of our stuff. And then what was it? I think the last day they were like bringing stuff back, like the whole customs and stuff like that. You gotta make sure you like didn't buy any animals or some weird stuff.
Or cocaine.
Yeah, like drugs, alcohol, all that kind of stuff. Because people are like, I'm gonna go on this cruise so I can get like some meds, and because I can't get them into the U.S. and all that kind of stuff. So there's all these like rules and everything. And because I didn't want to do what people do on cruises where they're like, I'm just gonna sit by the beach and drink all day, and I'm like, there's not really much else to do other than eat. And I'm like, I already ate, I don't want to keep eating. And so I was like, I guess I'll go listen to some informational stuff. So I listened to that whole customs thing, and I think that day I sat exactly where somebody was sick, and I touched the rail.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then like a couple hours later, like my nostril was kind of like bothering me, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. And then after we got off the boat and we were in the car, then my nose was running, and I'm like, this sucks. And then by the time I got home, I was sick.
Dang.
But yeah, and the weirdest thing is like the boat like slowly rocks like not visually noticeable rock.
Yeah.
And then I got home and sat on the bed and fell over. I was like, wait, what just happened? I'm like, am I really this sick? And like I sat up and like the world was kind of spinning, and I'm like, I think I think my body's still rocking from the boat. Like it's the weirdest
Ah.
feeling.
I
It's
thought
like
you were-
that feeling when you've gone roller skate to like a skating ring and you've been skating for like a few hours and you get off of it and then you're like walking weirdly.
Yeah. Yeah, just slightly rocking for like 3 days straight, and then you're on solid ground, and your body's like trying to compensate for the rocking, and then you're not rocking, so you just kind of fall over. It's weird. But
You getting
I'm
sick?
gonna grab some more beds if anyone needs anything.
I'm good.
yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, so here. I'm blowing up all of the
I've
beds.
just been in the overworld, so I'm fine.
You're getting sick. You're like, oh, this feels like a virus that's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Like when they're like, oh, there's people on boats and like they all got sick, and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, I love the ocean and stuff like that, but I don't think I would be going on a cruise anytime soon, just because of like how sick people got.
I want to
So,
go on
I
a
don't
cruise because every time they talk about a cruise, it's like, oh yeah, this boat broke down in the middle of the ocean. Now it's full of crap, and it's just floating there because none of the water works. And I was like, oh, that sounds miserable.
So what you do is take one of them short
Mhm.
3-day ones, just to be like, okay, cool.
I'm not doing any of that.
I don't know
I
how
don't-
I feel about that either. I'm with Signature.
And
Yeah,
then,
with my luck, we'd be like, hey, we just got far enough away from the coast that we can't swim back, and the boat's broken.
but after doing that, I was like, of course I get all these like emails about like cruises and stuff like that, and they're like, hey, how about the Queen Victoria? And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah,
Didn't that
it's-
one sink?
well, probably. So probably because it's the top of mind, but it sounds like a big boat. And the reason why I brought that name up is because like those like Queen of the Ocean, like those those massive ones that get like TV shows about them. I would like to go on one of them. I can't. I'd have to go with like somebody else because Ray Ray's like no. So
I would rather do a boat where I don't have to be around a bunch of people.
Yeah, so
if it's
Yeah.
big enough, you kind of like can avoid.
I'm about to say, can you afford paying for a whole boat by itself and not let anybody go on it?
I mean, I can. No, but that, like, that's
the
like-
cruises to Alaska and stuff like that, the colder ones, those are much better than the hotter ones, just because of like how things are contained and stuff like that.
And you get to see glaciers and
Yeah.
whales.
whales.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law did that. He went on an Alaskan cruise. He was like, "Oh man, I saw so many whales. It was so cool." And I was like, "Oh, that's pretty dope." But
You have to get to Alaska though. That's the thing.
yeah, that's true. But Alaska's not that bad.
Weren't you just complaining earlier about something? About where? No, I think you're complaining about other people.
I was
Oh,
complaining
you
about
brought
people. Yeah, I was complaining about people that moved to Texas, and they're like, "Oh yeah, my state used to have much better food." And you're like, "Well, then go back there."
That's what it was. You didn't complain
Also,
about Alaska.
Overlord. He hates Overlord.
Yeah, Overlord sucks too. Overlord came to Texas, and they're like, "Oh, my Ainzal Ghoul is much better." And I'm like, "Yeah, well then go back there." Hate that guy too.
Yeah, what was it? What about Vegas?
Bacon? I haven't
Vegas
had
is
bacon in a
not-
while.
Wait, what?
Vegas, not bacon.
Oh, Vegas. Oh,
Bacon, yo.
Okay,
but
so you did say
bacon-
Vegas, right?
Yes.
Vegas is not for me. 100%.
Wait, that was where Twitch. Wait, what? Let me start.
TwitchCon was in California, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've
he
been to
just said
Vegas.
now that there's gonna be a new TwitchCon in Vegas now, this year.
That's where it moved to?
I think so.
Oh,
That's
no,
where-
I might. I don't know if I can do that.
That's
Yeah,
where
well, I was like-
Pokemon Go is having their big thing this year, is in Vegas, and I'm like, well, that just sounds stupid.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Big thing in Vegas. I'm like,
Big. Like
Vegas-
Vegas,
It's built for it, so I get it. But
yeah.
Vegas, you know, I couldn't. The Strip was my internal nightmare.
yeah, what was the occasion why you went? I can't. I remember you going.
Bowling
But I couldn't remember.
tournament.
Huh?
Had a bowling tournament.
That's yeah. Oh
Are
yeah,
you
so
bowl?
y'all- yeah, Kiki's queen pin.
You didn't know that?
No, we're not going bowling when you come over here. I'll tell you that.
Oh yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Then I will watch y'all happily as I get drunk because I am a terrible bowler,
I am.
and I don't want a professional judging me.
I am gonna try to take Kiki down.
You have fun with that, sir.
Good luck with that one, because that's
Yeah.
probably not gonna happen.
After your speedrunner story, no.
That's. I gotta find something I can beat Kiki at.
It's not gonna be bowling. It's not. I've been bowling for 20 years, dude. It's
My
not gonna
God.
be bowling.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
She started bowling when she was 4.
Yeah, my parents bowled, and so I've been in a bowling alley basically all my whole entire life.
Yeah, she like bowling leagues are a normal thing for Kiki. And
Yeah.
She comes home with tons of trophies. Ooh. Ah, fire! Okay.
That is.
But yeah,
man.
back to the Vegas thing. Yeah, no, nightmare. Oh my gosh, the Strip is an introvert person. The Strip is where you will have a mental breakdown, and I will say I pretty much did have a mental breakdown on the dang Strip.
Yeah, that strips a lot.
I only was there once, and it was when I was when I was younger. So I don't know. I didn't really have like much of an effect, but it was like so many. Like I couldn't really gamble, obviously, because I was a kid. But it was just like, what is even like the point of going here?
Vegas is like Disney World, but for adults. Like it's cool to see
Yes.
because it's a spectacle, but everything is really expensive, and
Oh,
chances are you're losing all your money. So
Oh yeah.
it is. I mean, it's cool to see, but it's too much, man. It is. If you want to go to a nightclub, they all have cover charges. They're all expensive. The drinks are like, well, at this point, probably about $20 a drink, and it's just, man, it just does not seem worth it unless you're really good at gambling, or you're just loaded and you like drugs and.
Even
women.
if you're really good at gambling, like Vegas, I don't like unless you're like trying to trick people. I don't think like Vegas is the place you go to. I guess I don't know. It's just
You don't really have to go to just Vegas. There's a lot of casinos just everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's the regular, like fully grown adult version of Vegas. So let me tell you about PG Vegas, because that's why me and Ray Ray go.
If you tell me the buffets, I'm all in.
So I have yet to find a proper buffet. What is that school? Ah, fuck!
there's
Red button! Leave me alone! Okay, let me get to safety, and then I'll finish my story. I hear. I'm like, what is that? And I turn around, and there's this big black square with orange eyes just staring at me. Okay.
He loves you.
Ah.
You're
And
laying it on a little too thick, Patrick.
then I like spun around and hit inventory, and then my hands are not on WASD, they are on ESFE. So
I do that all the
So I'm
time.
like not running
I'd
at
be thinking
all.
my keyboard just broke.
Okay. So yeah, PG Vegas. So me and Mary got married in Vegas, and we got married in
Vegas,
Oh,
Vegas, or
yeah.
PG Vegas?
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I knew you.
Well, I was in. Yeah, because I went to Vegas because that was like the whole trip. Because this was before I was with my girlfriend, and we were like, well, we're going to Vegas because I'm going to a wedding. So do y'all want to go make a trip? And we're like, okay. So then we all tagged along. She went to the wedding, and then we were all just in Vegas.
Yeah. So, yeah. So after that, we went back again for maybe 2 or 3 more times.
Dang.
I think 2 more times, because I remember two other hotels that we stayed in. But the times we went is the big event is Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Cirque du Soleil.
yeah.
Yeah, so we always pick a Cirque du Soleil to go to. I'm like, cool, there goes half the budget. Then, then we
That's fair.
then we're like, okay, cool. We could do one big buffet, and then all the rest have to be like part of the part of the hotel or something like that.
Yeah.
So we tried to find one. Somebody gifted us one, so we ended up going to one that was French based, and it sucked.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, because I didn't know that there was a French buffet. They're like, oh, go to this one because it's good. And I'm like, I went, and I'm like, it was just like creamy pastas and like not cool stuff. And she's like, they didn't have lobster? And I'm like, nah, they didn't have no goddamn lobster. So like, y'all told me the wrong one. So,
They had lobster. They had lobsters.
yeah, so yeah, it's the quest for the proper buffet, which means we have to go to like Caesar's Palace or something like that and spend like $120 for Ray Ray.
No. There was. I gotta ask my girlfriend.
Yeah,
Well,
so
yeah.
like, and it has to be on the strip. Like going to Old Vegas and all that kind of stuff. People are like, oh, it's better over there. Like, nah. We want to be like on the main part and then like have straight access to the hotel. Like venturing out past that, we have to like master the strip first, and that's probably gonna take like 12 trips. So, so yeah. So we the big event is Cirque du Soleil. The second thing is the quest for a proper buffet. We failed twice, and then it's like walking through the stores and getting basically merch. Like we went to the Eminem store, and I have an Eminem shirt that I've worn.
Oh, I went there. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I got my favorite dark blue shirt that like it had a big Eminem logo on it, and I've worn it so much that the Eminem's gone. But I
They had squishmallows
Did the
when
shirt-
we went, and I had
did
to
the
make
shirt
sure
eat
not
it?
to buy one.
huh?
Signature said that the shirt eaten, and I said that when I went, they had squishmallows.
Interesting.
Squishmallows.
Oh, signature. After the stream, I have an answer for a question we had. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like we find a new store to get merch in. We try to fulfill our quest to go to a good buffet, and then we also eat at our buffet that's part of the hotel, and then Cirque du Soleil, and try to walk somewhere else, and then also go to White Castle that's there next to the Flamingo.
Yeah.
Why White
my
Castle?
My girlfriend doesn't like White Castle.
Why?
Because it's delicious.
Are we talking about the same White Castle?
Probably.
It's just a White Castle, right?
Just like-
Like it's a White Castle that's
Like the burger.
around the corner from the
Like
It's
just
like-
the fast food White Castle.
with the little
Yeah.
square burgers. Yeah.
Like the one that starred in Harold and Kumar.
It's a White Castle, and you make sure to stop at a White Castle.
They don't have them in Texas.
No. That's the only time.
There we go. And this right here, there's a perfect example of the Whataburger and it's a White Castle. What do you mean?
It's just the White Castle.
You don't like
Oh,
White
you
Castle?
I
have got to.
said I don't like it. It's
Effing
not
me.
something where I would stop at. That's a big thing to go to now. It's just a White Castle.
Oh.
It's
Well, Okay. Well, for us, it's like kind of like an event. Also, there's a Wendy's like it's in like
There you go.
there's a. Well, I was like, yay, something for me. There's also a Wendy's that serves breakfast there. So
Wendy's breakfast is amazing.
I hate
Those
their croissants.
potatoes. Don't forget the croissants. The potatoes. You gotta get the potato. Oh, amazing.
I hate.
I
their
can't remember the
croissants.
last time. I can't remember the last time I ate at a Wendy's.
Yeah, I can't remember because every time I look at the app, it's nothing good, nothing like enticing. And like they're like they're random things that they add. It's not, I'm like, they don't add it for me. They're like, pretzel burger. I'm like, I don't like pretzels. I want to go somewhere else.
You don't like pretzels?
No.
My man. Oh my
Pretzel
god.
burgers are good.
Soft pretzels, okay, but like the dry salt crystal ones, nah. But yeah, so we go there.
Taco,
we go,
taco,
we-
taco, taco.
You can't get past the fact you don't like pretzels.
Look, I let a lot of things slide, but now you're telling me that you dislike more things that you like. So, what does your diet consist of?
right now, or what I would like it to be.
Like in general, you're just like. So far, the only thing that I can think of is McDonald's and Mountain Dew.
So not Mountain Dew because I just randomly get it. But yeah, well, it's shifted from McDonald's to Taco Bell right now because
Oh.
because I'm on a Taco Bell kick and fire sauce is fire. But that, and then we make quesadillas at the house with like different types of meats and cheeses. And,
Alright, so still Taco Bell.
and then that's pretty much what I can afford right now. But before, it was what's that one brand? Different rice bowls, pasta bowls, and basically a bunch of frozen food.
There's a chicken in the nether.
Yeah. Somehow I ended up with like 8 eggs, so I just threw them all against the wall, and like
Okay.
the chicken, he landed. He hit
Oh,
the chicken.
I thought in the real world, I was like, why would you throw eggs against the wall? Like, what? What's happening?
If you not remember the conversation from earlier, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 8 eggs. And I'm like, I don't want these. They're taking up space. So then I threw them all against the wall, and the 4th one turned into a chicken. And then I proceeded to hit that chicken with 3 other eggs. And I was like, oh, sorry. And then-
That's messed up. You're essentially just told him, like, I'm gonna kill you with your kids.
I have a clip on TikTok of me kind of doing that. But anyway, where was I? We went from
Taco
pretzels
Bell.
to-
We were talking about Vegas.
Yes. Oh, the thing I do in Vegas. Yeah, so we get breakfast at Wendy's. We get lunch one of those days at White Castle. We go to we go to Cirque du Soleil. We try to find a good buffet, and we try to get merch at some of the stores there. And then after about 3 days, we're like, okay, it's time to go home.
Huh.
So that's PG Vegas for us, and then I'm like, I would love to do that again, like, in 2 months when our anniversary is, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Vegas is kind of like,
Yeah, the whole like night clubs and all that.
yeah,
Alright,
that was me.
something happened.
Yeah, I'm not much of a party resident, so I don't really gamble either. So like I don't really know poker and stuff like that, and like I don't really like care for it. But
Oh,
don't
Kiki
mind, like-
left. Thanks for the raid, Kiki.
He left. She didn't even say bye.
You're welcome. No, I was listening to the conversation, but I looked at the time and I realized how late it was, so I actually really do need to go. Yeah, I really need to go. I've already been dogged on by my friends by the short amount of sleep that I get and stuff, which isn't going to change anything, and I'm still going to do what I do. But yeah, it's 8:30, so I need to start my night routine of what I do before I go to bed.
And not to mention, you're gonna be taking care of a kid tomorrow too.
I don't think my friend's gonna bring her because she thinks I'm just gonna sit there and play her Switch with her and
Exactly.
not work.
But you gotta not let them know. You gotta will it into existence.
I tried, but she doesn't believe me.
Like, I also have a Game Boy.
Yeah, but you guys enjoy, have fun.
good night.
All right. Good night,
Yep.
Kiki. Have a good day at work
Bye.
tomorrow.
Thanks, bye.
So yeah, have a whole routine, 3 days, and and speaking of gambling too, we're like, all right, let's throw $20 away. What do you want to play? And then, yeah, we play the cheapest things for about an hour, and sometimes it's like, hey, I'll give you back some of your money. And I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go to a different machine and play for another hour, and then we lose it all, and then we go do something else.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
mind
that's
like
what that-
spending like $10 at a slot machine and being like, okay, I'll spend it here, and like, and that's pretty much my thing, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, basically the way that we play slots is what is the most fun to look at as we lose $20.
So you're paying for a show essentially. If you look at it that way.
You like Penny slot machine. Yeah. But looking at it like what?
Like you're paying for a show.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like there was one time where I immediately cashed my money out and got up. I was like, all right, this one is what, 50 cents? Okay, here we go. You lose. I'm like, all right. You lose. You lose. I'm like, cash out. All right, let's move to something else that's fun.
Yeah. The first time that I went to Vegas, I think I won. I can't remember. It was like $1 slot or it was a 25-cent slot. I can't remember. I ended up winning $75 off of it, and I was like, all right, I'm out, and I took it.
Nice. Kiki, thank you for the 43-month subscription. Yeah. But yeah, all the typical stuff that people go to Vegas for, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I want to go to like, cause there's two different brands there. There's the Caesars brands hotels, and then there's the MGM brands hotels, and we hop back and forth between the two. And there's also Wynn, which is like on the other, like on one end of the strip, and we've never stayed in a Wynn hotel.
Is that like Wyndham Hotels?
No, like WYNN. It's
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it's I think they're fancier. Like
Oh. But MGM is like fancy.
Well, I think all of them there are fancy. It's just when it's like, oh, that's where like the business people go. Like that's like the big ballers go there. Because I think somebody who actually went to the wedding, they stayed in the Wynn, and they showed us pictures of their room. And we were like, oh my god. So yeah.
Your sheets are clean. Thought you had to pay extra.
Yeah, so it was yeah, so it's like there's like all the different shows that are there. Like
The Jabberwockies.
We tried, but the days we were there, because basically we have like 2 half days and a full day. So it's like we get there early in the morning, and then it's like you gotta get your stuff to the hotel and then check into the hotel, and then like basically noon up till noon's shop. So then you have like the afternoon, and then we do the afternoon, which is like, I'm trying to think, what do we do? I can't remember what we do. And in the morning, it's like, cool, we gotta go to Wendy's. And we go to Wendy's in the morning, and then we're like, okay, what is our like middle of the day thing? And then that evening is go to the show.
Yeah.
And then the next morning is like, all right, get ready to go home. So it's like a really kind of like 2 wasted days, because it's like those 2 days are like half travel, but it's a fun 3 days, because it's like like transition day.
You don't
You're good?
You don't want to overstay your welcome at
No.
Vegas. Yeah.
So one time somebody helped us with the trip, and they gave us extra like days. So we were there for like 6 days.
Oh wow.
Day 4, we were like, I want to go home.
It's too much.
We ran out of money on day 3. We're like, I guess we'll watch TV or something. Walk around
lazy
and take
days
pictures.
at the hotels.
Oh my god, it was Cause I think it was one of those things where it's like we did like Thursday. Yeah, we left on Thursday and came back on Tuesday.
Oh Jesus.
So like Friday was perfect. Ow, because that's the day that everybody flies out to go there. And then like Saturday was too crowded. Sunday was less crowded because that's when people fly back home.
Yeah.
And then Monday nobody was there. And then Tuesday we had to go. So it was a weird like 6 days.
I gotta start like bracing myself because my girlfriend wants to take a trip to Vegas. I don't know what her thing is about Vegas. I've already been twice. I've seen the things that I want to see. The only thing I would want to do is, like you said, the Cirque du Soleil and then Jabberwockies. That'd be it.
Have
Yeah.
you seen Blue Man Group?
Oh, we did.
Was it good?
Oh, it's
good.
so fun. Oh my god, it's so fun. It's one of those like Disney things where it's like, as soon as they start doing stuff, you're like, ha ha ha, yes, it's so fun. Yeah.
I don't know what their show is.
It's just basically them just like doing stuff, but it's like music and stuff like that. But they're all just
Like
in
slapstick
blue.
music performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like Stomp, but it's just like basically just that they're just making sounds, but they're just blue.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so fun. I was like, why am I over here? And I was like, oh yeah, the freaking magma cube. He's where I'm working.
You must defeat the magma cube.
Yeah, I was like, alright, let me grab my sword. 'Cause why don't I have my sword? Guess I'm using a trident.
Oh, so fancy with this trident. Oh, he's
Oh.
got 3 points. Look at this guy. 1 point not good enough for you?
Paco, I've added a bunch more areas, so I don't know if I'm right here, right?
Ah.
So yeah, I've slowly been working over here.
Cool.
I know that it's not the same flame, but I just put it there just to put it there.
Oh yeah, yeah. We ended up starting it out with the red, and then I was like, it's too orange, and I added the blue.
Because of your RTX.
Yeah, mostly because of the RTX. But if we keep finding ancient debris as fast as we are, then
Well, how many do you have? 1?
I have 10, or I put it in my chest, but I have 10.
Okay. I have 12.
and I have the 3 that I found that one time.
So
Which
we're
is-
sitting at what, 25 plus the 2 pieces that are sitting at the base plus the 3 bars that we have already made.
Yeah, so I think we need in like the base number we needed was 29 more. So we need 4 more
Okay.
ancient debris, and then this little mini saga will be done. And I need some time to Photoshop that.
Ah, why do you always fire?
I use some time.
Like it doesn't hurt, but it always surprises me.
Yeah. Oh, because you have netherite now, so it doesn't like
Yeah.
put you close to death every time.
And I got the potions too.
Oh,
Kiki
yeah,
made a bunch of potions.
yeah, the magma is gone, so I can continue.
Hey, found one more.
Ancient debris.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 more. Oh, I'm finding gold like crazy.
Yeah,
Me too.
the gold is flowing like wine.
Yeah, it's
How
all-
far down are we going with this? I just realized I'm pretty far down, and I've just been like knocking out the pieces.
Because
Like
Kiki,
designing it.
because Kiki did so much work to get us all the way down there. Eventually,
We're going all the way down.
Eventually, we need to go all the way down.
I mean, and we have to make it 3 wide also because you wanted it out 3 wide, right?
Yeah, because I
Oh,
wasn't
well,
finding anything,
damn.
and I was like, "Come on!" And then I found 3, and I'm like, "All right, it's gonna be over soon." And now I haven't found anything in like an hour.
Well, depending on the side that you're going down. So I guess if you're going away from the door, away from the exit,
Yeah.
and further into the nether, we're like 2 deep, pretty far in. So
Yeah.
we've blown out a lot of these.
Yeah, and I'm hand mining, so it's all nice. It's all weirdly smooth over here.
I think I'm about to run out of beds. I think almost all the beds that I primered are almost done.
Did we resupply the beds, or?
I don't know. I used all the beds that were there last time,
Oh, okay. I think
so
did Kiki resupply the beds? Because she was talking about all the rotten flesh. I know somebody was looking into the
Oh, I made new beds for me, but
Okay.
think she was throwing potions in there.
Ah, that's what it. Okay, that makes sense. But
Still, and knocking it out. I've gotten 10 levels just finding the quartz. And
Yeah, I'm up to 18 now.
oh,
Damn.
I haven't found any quartz on this side. Just gravel.
Yeah, there's a lot of gravel too. Dang old gravel.
I guess I can put my thing back up. Trident. Since there's no threat.
Just hit him with a pickaxe.
Or like a regular axe. Like a very violent attack. Up
Like
close
a
and,
Viking.
yeah, like up close and personal and extremely violent.
I was wondering why they didn't give the axe more attack damage.
I mean, you can make it like super powerful.
Yeah, but the sword will always be more powerful, right?
Yeah, I think the axe is more of a tool.
But I mean, it could also be a weapon.
Yeah. Like a shovel could be a weapon too. But it's,
I mean, that is true.
it's like Home Alone.
That movie is. I got my issues with. Yeah.
That's. Oh, do you have a Christmas movie routine? Did we talk
I
about
wish I
that?
did. I know. I don't think we have. But I wish I did. But like we never. Like my family was never into like, hey, let's sit down and watch a movie together. As a kid, so we never we don't have any traditions when it comes to that.
I think we did a Discord discussion, but we never like talked it out. You know what? I'm gonna add that to the questions because I'm curious what Kiki's routine is if she has one.
Yeah. Do y'all have a routine for a lot of holidays?
Not really.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, good. I'm gonna type the question in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we would like make food or whatever, or like for Thanksgiving, my mom used to make food and stuff like that. But we would have like family guests and stuff like that. But my mom hates to cook, so we stopped doing that, and then we would just order Chinese food, which was fine. But I don't know. So it was always like hit or miss, I think. So.
And then I found out recently that Chinese food usually replaces the Christmas dinner because that's the only place that's open on Christmas because Christmas is not a holiday for.
Isn't that? It's kind of weird, kind of like how in Japan KFC is the big thing for Christmas.
Yeah, it's so weird. I was just watching an anime that they had an episode during Christmas. Oh, what was it? It's called Buddy Daddies.
Buddy Daddies.
Yeah, it's like a what do you call it? Buddy cop movie, except they're spies, and one of them has a kid that he just found out. So they're both like taking care of a 5-year-old girl.
This is an anime?
It's hilarious. We just did a podcast on it like a couple days ago. Yes, Buddy Daddies. You should watch it.
I'll take it. Is it on Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Okay.
It's, a lot of the shows, they're either Crunchyroll or High Dive. Sony basically bought Crunchyroll and Funimation, so all the stuff is on everything is on Crunchyroll now. And the stuff that's not on Crunchyroll, High Dive is like, hey, now we're the big second player, and they're buying stuff too.
I gotta get that one too. Either that or I gotta really invest myself as a One Piece character, if you get my drift.
Yeah, and I would say just do the whole 1 month thing. Be like $7 here, $8 here, $5 there, and I got a month to watch whatever I'm in the mood for now.
I mean, I don't mind like keeping a subscription. I'm not weird in that sense where I'm like, I don't want to have the subscriptions. I'll pay for Crunchyroll because I get my money's worth because I will. Even if there's nothing new coming out, I will find something old to watch just because I like watching anime that much.
I'm at the point where I'm like, I can't do $60 and $70. So
No. Well, I have Crunchyroll and my T-Mobile pays for my Netflix. So
yeah, T-Mobile pays for our Netflix too. And yeah, we used to have Disney Plus until the person that was paying for it, their car insurance doubled, and they're like, "Hey, I got,"
whoa.
because they got a fancy car, and they're like, "Hey, I gotta close all of the subscription stuff." And I'm like, "That's fine. Everything's inflating. I get it."
Yep.
We were we were watching Wicked Tuna.
Wicked Tuna?
It's a show about blue tuna fishermen.
Oh, and how they're like fishing them to extinction.
Well, no, it was one of those. They have conservation efforts and stuff like that to make sure
Ah.
that populations don't. They always mention that like during certain years the population was being like completely consumed, and now there's like you only can catch the fish that are over a certain length because it means that they've gone through a couple breeding cycles. And also like at certain points they only can like grab one fish a day. One because of the like it started before the pandemic, and then like one season was like the pandemic season, and they're all like, we haven't fished in like most of the year, and like we're all struggling, and then like the year after the pandemic, it was like the market is not as bad. Like we used to get $17 for fish, like $17 a pound for fish, and now we're getting like $7. And it's this whole journey that we've been going on for like 4 months ever since we got the access to the subscription. And then I don't know how many more seasons there are, but it just ended
Is
one
this
day.
like real life or animated?
Real life.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Disney Plus show. Yeah, we were sharing a subscription, and we were every day Wicked Tuna, following people, and we're like, oh my god, I hope he wins this year because his boat sank, and his boat. 1 year, they're like, we came back to get our boat, and it was under the water, and I was like, what? And then like part of like he had so much bad luck, like his boat sank one season, I'm trying to think, like it broke down another season, and like the 4th season he won, and I think we're on like almost season 20 or 15, like way like in the teens or something like that, and like he hasn't won since season 4. And like 1 year there was 2 people one person who hadn't won at all, and another person who hadn't won since season 4. They were like, all of a sudden they were the stars, and I'm like, are y'all crafting this? You're doing a good job because I want him to win, but
no, you would never.
But yeah, and then 1 year they had like outsiders come in to like take on the home team, and it's just a nice thing to have on in the background. And then now we can't watch that, so now like it's all Netflix shows, and Netflix shows are like, Netflix, pay attention to me, and I'm like, why can't you just be in the background? They're like, no, it's Netflix, watch me, and I'm like, every show is just loud and bombastic, and I'm like, I can't deal with this. Like the guy who's like, I always do this one thing whenever his name is called, because I think he ended up losing a bunch of fish. Like he like got the fish like right close to the boat, and then like the line snapped, and like they were fighting the fish for like 10 hours. And
holy crap!
Yeah, those fish are like 500 pounds, 600
yeah,
pounds. A lot of times,
big.
like, yeah, and he just lost it. Just started grabbing everything on the boat and shaking it. He was like, damn it. And I'm like, this poor guy. He's at the end of his rope. I'm like, his boat just sank earlier. And like, he lost a bunch of stuff earlier. And then he lost like 3 fish in a row. And I'm like, I think he needs a break. But he needs to be out there because like all that time spent out there cost him money. So he needs to be out there so he can actually get a fish, so he can make the money back. But he's having a very bad time. So like, every time like something bad happens to him, I'm like, aw.
Poor guy, dude.
And I thought he never won, But like the season where like him and a person who actually never won were like the top players that year. He's like, well, I haven't won since season 4, and I'm like, oh, you did win. You did win one, but you've had so much bad luck over the years. And I'm like, eh. But yeah, it's like it's about like a bunch of 40, 50-year-old guys like fishing, and I'm like so excited about it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, The Deadliest Catch was one of the most popular show forever over here.
Yeah.
So
So I'm like, I get it. But it stays in the background. Like, as soon as you hear click, 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 then you turn your head. You're like, are they gonna get it? And they're like, all right, we're 8 hours in, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be terrible. And they're whoosh, like the thing will snap, like, and I'm like, and they're like, fuck, and I'm like, ah. Or they're like, is
Surprised
it?
Disney Plus allows like that type of show.
Huh?
I'm surprised Disney Plus allows like that type of show.
well, they have The Simpsons, so
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so it's edited. Me, I'm just adding to it. But they because Disney buys up a lot of stuff. Like I don't know if that was like one of those shows that was on the History Channel or like the Learning Channel or National Geographic or
The
something like that.
Learning Channel. That's the biggest lie told
Since like the early 2000s, because before, back when I was young, it was actually a Learning Channel.
There was the History Channel actually showed history.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they started going into aliens.
And then Bigfoot and all that kind of stuff. Those channels went into. And then I think because of reality TV, everything changed. But
Oh yeah.
but
Stupid reality
Once
TV.
Jersey Shore hit the airwaves, everything was all over.
yeah. And then the Science Channel was like, hey, we'll still do like learning stuff. And I'm like, yeah, Science Channel is my favorite now.
Animal Planet's so good. Right?
I don't
Right?
know.
It's been a while.
I don't know. I guess their competition would be National Geographic.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, and I'm like, I would think National Geographic would be bigger, and then they probably bought them because I had.
But no, because the
Well,
Animal
Disney
Planet
owns
had.
National Geographic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was it? Things that are great in the background. All the National Geographic shows that Disney Plus has, like, for most of last year, that's all that's been playing in the house is National Geographic. And then I think Ray, she finished something, and then we were trying to figure out what to watch. And I'm like, I'm trying to work, and it's like, Netflix, pay attention to me. And I'm like, we got to go. I was like, switch over to Disney Plus and find something. And because I had been watching a bunch of animal stuff, it was like, hey, you want to watch people fish? And I'm like, pick that one, go ahead and watch it. And then for months, that's all we've been watching. It has been so entertaining. But yeah, Animal Planet, I'm not sure what happened to it. My guess is that National
I think
Geographic
it's still
bought it.
going.
Oh, okay.
I think yeah.
I don't know. A lot of things have been consolidating, so I'm like, because I don't hear anything about it. One, I don't have cable, so it's probably still going. But if it's not going, then I'm like, my guess is that National Geographic bought it, and then Disney bought National Geographic, and now that's the only thing that's left of animals.
Now they murdered all the animals. Ooh, that's a long way down.
I was like, why is it so dark? I was supposed to set the corner on fire. I can see.
Far down are you, Taco?
Huh?
How far down are you?
Oh, not far. I can still see the fire from the oven thing.
Well, you got a lot of work. I'm not even lying.
Oh yeah, I'm not using explosions. I'm like hand building everything. And
No,
then
I mean to set up all of the new flames, the soul flames and all of that stuff, because I didn't have any of that.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. I gotta find out where to get it. I don't want to go to the Soul Desert, whatever is it Basalt Delta that has all the souls? Souls in.
I have no idea.
It's one of those.
Me, buddy.
Yeah, it's one of those new nether regions. Nether regions.
What? Underwear.
Did we run out of fuel? Yes, we did.
Been filling it up with lava that I've been finding. So I've been keeping it going this whole time.
I did not think about that. I covered up 4 blocks of lava
Yeah.
because it scared me. I was like, lava, run!
I mean, that's the natural response. Yeah, because we still need a bunch of nether brick, right? Yeah.
Yeah. If you travel far enough down the, get out of my construction area. If you travel, thank you for leaving. Oh my God, you actually listened. Yeah, if you go far enough down the main path, all it is cobble and glass strips.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
it's hard to navigate.
Well, I mean, we've been getting enough of it, so.
Yeah, I was giving Juan a tour the other stream, and yeah, it's we had to keep hopping, and then at one point, if you like hop at a constant pace, then it's so much easier to walk. But it's like you have to like hit space like every second.
All the time.
Yeah, it's like hop, 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 hop,
Sound.
hop, hop, and you're just perfectly like gliding from one block to the next. But as soon as you like go off by like half a beat, then it's just bump into this, hop over it, bump into that, hop over it, bump into that, and I'm like, I'm off, I'm off pace.
I tried doing that. I could never get it to work, so I just stopped. There we go.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a
Yeah.
3-hour stream.
I was just about to say the same thing. I was getting all the stuff organized and ready for next time.
Yeah. I'm shocked by how close we got to
Completing it.
yeah.
I'm stuck in the portal. Almost jumped off. I can never get out of this thing gracefully.
Okay, I'm leaving. There's another magnet.
All right,
sheet.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll do that, and then we're gonna make someone one of us. Not many people tacos online. But,
I saw a strip of fire, and I was like, "What is that?" And then I saw a black box just fall, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm leaving."
We're gonna jump on over to Critical Role, and then.
That D&D stuff that's happening is kind of
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Basically, they're changing the rules and trying to get more.
Well, they said they were gonna leave it alone.
Yeah,
they were
after
gonna
the
change
whole
it.
hubbub.
Yeah. They said they were gonna change it, and everyone like not
Rose
attacked, but yeah, rose up, and then they were like, okay, I guess we don't have to change it.
Or
So,
do they?
so- So imagine if Minecraft was like, you can stream and everything and do whatever you want. And then all of a sudden Minecraft's like, we're not making enough money. Or no, not Minecraft. The people like Microsoft. I don't want to make Microsoft the bad guy. Let's just say that a company.
They do that. They do that good enough by themselves.
Yeah, and I don't, I'm like, there's a lot of things about Microsoft that's good that I like. So let's say a game like Microsoft lets you stream. Like a game like Minecraft lets you stream.
Nintendo, like Nintendo was doing.
So they let you stream and do whatever you want, and then somebody bought that game, and then everything was still fine. And then after a while, like inflation and all this other kind of stuff happens, and people are worried about their bottom line now, even more so than they used to be. And
Thanks, Joe Biden.
They're like, hey, we're gonna change the rules. This unrevocable thing license that we've given to everybody, we're gonna rewrite it. Hence, we're gonna revoke it, and you have the top people who are making the most money out of all this. So all you small people who love us, we're not gonna mess with y'all. The top people who are making millions of dollars, we're gonna take some of that back. Instead of, hey, we're gonna come out like, what was it? Co-Carnage came up with this idea, or Co-Carnage on the show. Like somebody on the show came up with this idea. I think it was Co-Carnage. I'm not sure. And he, Drop Frames is a gaming podcast I listen to, and the thing that came up was, instead of coming out and saying, hey, here's a bunch of brand new tools, here's a bunch of brand new features, and to use these, we're going to take a little bit of money. So we're going to give you some really new cool things, and we're going to ask in return, we take a bigger cut of what you're doing with it. What they said is, you're going to give us more money.
Yeah.
And we're changing the rules.
Okay.
So then everybody rose up, and now they're like, okay, we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah. People were really upset. But I guess it makes sense. I don't know enough about D&D to even understand any of that.
Yeah, I don't know enough about that either, but I think it was the whole making money from a product thing.
Yeah, because they had a lot of creators that were, and not social influencers, but they had people were making things for D&D and then like kind of like profiting off of it and also like giving out to more of the community. And I guess Hasbro was like, no, we want to make money off of this. And then Hasbro forced Wizard of the Coast to change something. I don't know. And then everyone was like, absolutely not. And then they eventually was like, whatever. Because they apparently had like leaks from workers inside like Wizard of the Coast and like Hasbro and all that stuff. They were like, no, we we don't view the customer as a person. We just want to make money, kind of thing. So I don't know. It was like this whole like convoluted thing, and now like they're staying where they are for now.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we're not gonna change it right now, and it's like, that's not the answer.
So they can find a better way.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. So it's bad decisions being made from the top, and it's like, yeah, whoever's making those decisions don't look at the. Oh, there was a.
All right, everyone, you've all been wonderful, 1 million and one of a kind. I already passed you over to Critical Role and all that stuff, but yes, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
A Phantom is on fire.
The opera. What?
If you don't sleep for multiple days, the Phantom shows up and tries to kill you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and
You just that reminded me of a Community line. Have y'all ever watched Community?
I've heard of it.
I've seen bits and pieces.
There's one episode where like one of the rooms are on fire, and they're like, "Fire can't go through doors, you idiot! It's not ghosts." and then later on, like a couple seasons later, they rehash the same joke, and they're like, "Ghosts can't go through walls, you idiot! It's not fire."
Paco, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm gonna send you a link. It's a good link. It's
shady.
I guess it's an Elgato thing. I'm thinking of getting it so that way I can stream with my Switch. But I like this one. I want to get it, but I don't know if it's the only thing I should get or if I should just get a Stream Deck and just have both.
So when you say Stream Deck is the button pressing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a macro keyboard. That's not a streaming device.
No, the thing that I sent you, that's what I want to get first.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I get this, do I need the Stream Deck or do I can just use this?
No, you never need the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck is a nice to have.
Oh, it's just nice to have?
Yeah, it's a macro keyboard. So macros are like a list of shortcuts. So let's say okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So let's say you want to you have a let's say you have a start streaming setup, and that scene It has music that plays, it has videos that plays, and it's also a specific scene inside of OBS. Instead of clicking that and then going to your music player and opening that and hitting play, and then also opening up the videos and stuff like that, you hit opening scene. And you hit that one button, and 5 different things happen.
Okay.
So so macros is like a shortcuts. So it's like you hit one button to tell the computer to do 5 different things. And then you're like, okay, now that the intro scene's over, I want to switch to the scene that said that the gameplay. You just hit one button, and it switches.
Oh.
It tells OBS to switch.
So I don't really need the Stream Deck. I can just get the thing I sent you and call it a day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I would love a Stream Deck because having to like muting and all that kind of stuff being in different different programs. I like to have like a board that would be like mute. I just hit mute and it mutes me in Discord. And I hit switch scene and it switches the scene in OBS. Or I hit like talking video and I hit a button and it switches OBS to the scene where it's my webcam only and like the game is smaller, and it mutes the game and it mutes everybody else and it's just me talking to the camera. So instead of me switching that scene, muting the game audio, muting Discord audio, you could just have one button to hit on that dashboard.
Okay.
So it's a very powerful, nice to have, but you don't need it for capturing things.
Okay. But this one I want to get because this one helps with like Nintendo Switch and stuff like that, and like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I want to stream Breath of the Wild and Paper Mario and all that stuff. So I don't know. I think because I've been eyeing this for a little while, and I'm gonna get it either tonight or tomorrow and just like bite the bullet. Because, because I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I think.
Yeah. I'll check out the link and let you know.
All right.
Hey,
Awesome.
guys.
Yeah, because I know you guys are like better at that. Like know the software better than I do. So I'm just making sure.
Cool.
All right, guys. I gotta get off, but I will talk to y'all next time.
Yep. See you next week.
I will pick
Alright.
a game. I have not made the calendar yet. I'm switching jobs, so I'm kind of busy.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I find anything that looks interesting, I'll send it to you. Your way.
Cool. Yep.
I'll help you out.
Suggestion.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
All right, y'all too.
Yep. Have a good night.
Night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right. Well, that is it for today's episode of Minecraft Power Hour. We will be back on Monday. Yeah, I will find a game. We have a bunch of regular games that we normally do, but I'll find us a game. Hopefully Ray Ray can join us. I need to uninstall Kart Rider because it's a giant heavy game that that the podcast computer cannot handle. So yeah, I'll be dealing with that through the rest of the week. And yeah, as always, this is DK for Taki Gaming. Today with me was Signature Move, the Traveling Wanderer, and Keeks the Beast. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Thanks for supporting the channel any way that you do. And I will see y'all next time.